be, you'll be heard. So
Yeah, no, dude, take some deep breaths.
Yeah, I know.
Just
Jesus Christ.
So are we live yet?
relax.
Or like,
Jesus
give us
Christ.
give us a countdown to going live.
It's right now. We're already live.
Oh well, crap. That ruins the bit I was gonna do.
Oh.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're live.
And live.
No,
Countdown
you
commencing
need to
in live.
No, you need to do 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah. No. Yeah. So I'm supposed to do 4, 3, and then just finger point 2 and 1. But no.
Exactly. Yeah.
So our fiscal quarter 2017. You gotta do. No, okay, I can't do that bit.
No, come on, keep going. That was good.
So we're up 16%, guys. So it's a very good job. Very good job.
Oh yeah. Everybody give a round of applause for our CEO, Mike TV. Yeah. We're very gracious with everything that he's brought up upon us.
Well, that was that whole. So if you're just showing up, I apologize. That was I had some problems with Skype, and the problem was Microsoft decided to fucking update my entire Skype. Like assholes, they decided, "Fuck you, Mike. We're gonna change your entire program because we don't like you," and so I had to kill them.
They sent you on a Skype hunt.
All right, Jay, your camera keeps you keep changing your camera positioning or something.
No,
it's cool. I got you framed.
It was Craig's not here yet, and he just texted that he had to restart his computer because Chrome wasn't releasing his webcam. So give him a second.
Damn it. Okay. Well, we can review kind of real quick where we're at.
Yeah.
So if you guys recall, there's still 2 halflings in the trees.
Yes. That we were unable to kill.
Yeah. There's
20 rounds of combat.
Yeah,
we were all missing.
You guys were slowly but surely taking them down, but with the attrition approach. It's the attack of 1,000 wounds, and you guys were at about wound 40. So you've got about another 960 to go before you get these guys down.
Those assholes.
Yeah.
I want to murder him.
Yeah.
I don't know whose turn it is. I think
so. It
might be Craig's turn.
I think we finished a full round of initiative.
Yeah.
So we're going to start over with.
That's exactly correct. So we're all set, and we're going to just pick up kind of right where we left off. All the initiative has already been rolled, and so it's going to be it is going to be William Cuddy is going to come out so as soon as Craig's back, he'll be getting the combat going. Now real quick, so I've got some. You know what I need? If you guys can remind me what I need to do at the end of every episode, remind me to just make a little make some notations of kind of like where we ended. I fortunately I have because I take notes as I'm going, but. So we mentioned Horgathos. So that was you guys discovered Horgathos via Skeelan, right? Is that correct?
Yeah.
Horgathos was
the penitent and the scribe. Oh no, you saw.
I did not hear anything. However, I think William Cuddy remembered him mentioning Horgathos because he rolled 26 or something.
Yeah, and then you. Oh no, overheard him. That's right. He overheard him kind of talking about, and then he mentioned it to you, and then you were the one that recalled. You're like, oh, Horgathos, something about the penitent and something about the shriving and
exactly.
Yeah, okay,
yeah.
Cool. And then he mentioned it to you, and then you were the one that recalled.
All
right, we see Craig. We got some Craig action.
Yeah. You guys can see me, okay?
Yeah. All right. So now let me reframe.
We got some.
Caller, turn down your radio.
Yeah, no, that was my fault. Yeah.
So actually, Jay, your thing was totally fine. All right, there we go. There's everybody. It's like the Brady Bunch, only really fucked up, like a fucked up Brady Bunch.
Yeah.
With
it's a story.
Yeah. It's a fucked up Brady Bunch with one member that's just really, really good at holding still, and talking without moving his mouth. All right, so we can pick up right where we left off if you guys would like. We've got Craig. We were right in the middle of combat. Craig, you're the first one up. Hopefully you guys have. All right. So let me set the stage. So our stalwart heroes have been slowly but surely sort of doing a multiple day. Well, it's been probably a couple weeks now. Journey deep into the heart of. Deep into the heart of a jungle. It's not really like, don't think of it like a Mexican jungle or a South American jungle or even like an Asian jungle. It's more like a Pacific Northwest jungle. So it's more sort of like Pacific Northwest type trees, but the foliage is so overgrown and so dense that it's been slow going. And they've been trekking, making their way to a ruin where they are in search of, they're really in search of riches and plunder. But the person that's sort of like financing this trip is specifically looking for a special dagger, and they've run across sort of travails, and they've run across villains along the way, and they've just encountered what looks to be the remains of their retainers. They when they hit the road, they had about maybe 15 or 20 people with them, as well as pack animals pack animals as well as horses they were riding. There was also tents and stuff of that nature, and their camp. The guys that they were, their retainers who had made their camp were overrun by bad guys. They dealt with those bad guys, and then they were coming to be reunited with their retainers. And it looks like their retainers were killed by a halfling barbarian tribe, a very brutal and vicious halfling barbarian tribe known as the Kokali. So, and these guys are now right now these guys are in the middle of a battle with these halfling bad guys. So anyway, so here we go. So I'm just gonna test.
Yeah,
to make
fuck
sure
those, fuck those halflings. Yeah.
Yeah. Goddamn fucking halflings.
Fucking halflings.
Yeah, I know.
Fucking short things. Fucking short people.
So and just so everybody knows, so the members of our party. Oh shit! You know what I forgot to do? Fuck! I forgot to change the. I need to change my my thing. God damn it! This is This is Let's Party.
Pathfinder
Rules.
Episode.
This is 17 Pathfinder Rules. Episode 17. Shit gets real.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't want shit.
And then okay, and then that, and then this is Dungeons and Dragons.
I want shit to remain imaginary, not real.
Too bad, dude. Too bad.
It's gonna get stinky in here.
And then
It's already stinky.
all right, there we go. So yeah, okay, so that's been fixed. All right, Will and Cuddy, it's all you, dude. It's all you.
All right, so,
So if you recall, so it's basically this guy is still active. This guy is still active, and there's this guy. There's this guy that he's actually he's up in the tree, like he's scrambling to the tops of the trees.
I want to shoot at that guy.
You want to shoot the guy that has no weapon and is trying to get away?
Yeah, fuck that guy. after you know what?
Hey, that's what I like to hear. Yeah,
after all the issues that we've been having so far, I want to shoot the shit out of something. So
you know what it sounds like? You know what it sounds like? It sounds like shit just got real.
It did.
It did.
It did just get real.
It got very real. Okay. Yeah. So you're go ahead and make your roll, dude.
Okay, here we go. Ranged
Yep.
attack.
Yep.
Oh,
Roll
whoops.
well.
Roll.
Whoops.
12.
Yeah, 18.
Oh, an 18. All right. Nicely shot.
Yeah.
And then
so-
what was your damage?
Yeah, I hit the wrong button, so I didn't.
Oh,
do
well
my
then just
attack
roll 1d12.
Yeah, just roll the d12
Yeah.
for the damage.
Yeah.
In fact, this might even be better. This might be more more to your advantage, because you were getting some really terrible. You were either getting really amazing damage rolls and really shitty hit rolls, or really
Or the
great
other
hit
way
rolls
around.
and
Yeah.
shitty damage rolls. So
At least we won't see those
9.
awesome hit rolls with the shitty, or the awesome damage rolls with the shitty hit rolls.
Yeah,
At least we won't
yeah.
see 'em.
okay, so that was let me see. So that guy's down.
Don't you add an attack bonus to the damage, or is it just a d12?
Yeah, I don't think so, because it's just a it's not like a compound bow. It's not.
Yeah, I think I only have a modifier on that one for my actual
to hit. Yeah.
the to hit roll, not the actual.
Oh, okay. So
damage.
yeah, you attack this guy. Okay, so he actually took. So for those of you that are watching, we have a house rule that if you take 50% of your total, now it's not 50% of your current hit points, but 50% of your
maximum
hit points. If you don't make a fortitude save, then you pass out. Which in this instance, since he's in a tree, would be pretty unfortunate. So let's see what happens with him. And hold on, let me see. I know he's got a fortitude bonus, so let me. Bucket-ding-ding-ding. Fortitude. Okay, yeah. So he's fine. So you hit him. That's a pretty.
I mean, that's a solid. That's a solid hit, though.
Yeah. That's a substantial wound.
All right. Yeah, not a bad way to get
Show
started,
off.
guys.
Yeah.
Hey.
Show off.
Okay, and then we've got, let's see, who's next? And then Waffleophagus is up next.
All right.
What are you doing, Sigfroy?
Let's see here. Who's still up and kicking?
So you've basically got the guy that William Cuddy just shot at, who's kind of like at the apex of a tree, and like he was trying to get into the canopy. So that he could kind of like move between trees, and William Cuddy just hit him pretty hard. There's this guy is also available, and this guy is also available.
And you also have a few compatriots who may not be feeling too great.
I need to be healing someone.
Yeah. So what does everybody have all of their like? Because I'm not keeping track of you got your HP.
I would say if you were to like randomly assign a scale of like 0 to 16, I feel like I'm at about a 6.
Wow. That's very specific.
You would say that you're at 6/16.
Yeah,
Well,
I feel like I'm about 6/16 of health. Yeah.
Yeah, I know Waffle totally healed me before.
Yeah, scrolling up, it looks like the last thing I did was really heal someone for 3. But it sounds like that Erloser could use a little something.
It sounds like it, yeah. But you know what? You might want to just hold off for another couple rounds and see what happens, right?
I mean, well, it also depends on if he wants to touch himself or not.
Well, I already did.
He's already touched himself.
And
he
he thought about you when he touched himself.
He did.
I healed myself for like quite a bit, and then I immediately took a hit for about the same amount. So like, it did not really help me that much.
Well,
but
then why should I heal you then? Because I mean, it sounds like you're not responsible enough. You're just going to go off and get hurt again. Like,
good point. Excellent.
You know what? That is a great point. I think that I shall not get hit again by leaving you guys to deal with these guys. So that sounds like a great point.
Yeah.
All right, I'll run up and let's cast a heal on Air Lizard.
Okay. Now, I'm assuming that you, when you run up, like you basically cup his junk. You're like, here you go, man. That's the best place. That's where the best healing happens. You know.
Well, healing is provided by the mouth.
Yeah, exactly. It needs to be provided.
I actually am going to disagree with that on the.
It does have somatic elements. It does have somatic elements.
What's that, Matt?
How long did it take for this to become sexual? Or what? 10 minutes in?
It was all of 3 minutes almost.
All right. So yeah. So go ahead and make a roll 1d8, Matt.
Yeah, go ahead and go down on him. Like, yeah.
So there were 3 because it's plus. Because plus my
your charisma
level.
bonus, right?
No, healing isn't charisma bonus. It is caster level.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right.
So I feel like I'm now about 9/16.
Yeah. You're like, wow, that added a few percentile points. All right, awesome. And then so nicely done. Now where are you in terms of your spell count, Waffle?
That was since we did a long rest pretty recently, so that was the second spell cast.
Mm-hmm. Cool. All right, Jay, it's all you, man.
What's Odd doing?
Jay,
All right. Yeah, I'm ready to rock this shit. Where? Like, I'm trying to find me.
So all right. So you are. Hold on. You are right here. You're the little gnome with the little gnome hat. And then you, and so the thing is, so the guy, this guy right here, he's dead. The guy right here, he's dead. This guy right here is also dead. Or I mean, these guys are not dead, they're dying. This guy is in a tree. This guy is in a tree, and this guy is in a tree. So
all right.
basically, the way you can hit these guys is you can climb up, you can throw a dagger, or you can throw a rock. You can say say angry things at them.
Yeah, I have 2
You can say
at them.
You can say hurtful things. Yeah, because if you want to hurt them,
insults. You can throw insults.
Yeah, if you want to hurt them, if you want to wound them, say hurtful things.
I could also backflip onto a boulder.
You can. That's. Well, no, actually,
I never rule that out.
You can't. You never have, but you can try. You can definitely try to do that.
What do I have to roll? What do I have to roll for an ad hominem attack?
For ad hominem, yeah. Well, it really depends on what's your verbal. Well, actually, really, what's your education rather? What's your reading comprehension?
And I'm assuming the lower it is, the lower the roll. Like,
yes.
The lower my education, the lower
the lower the DC.
Yeah, the harder the less hard it is to make that. Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so I think I'm just gonna scoot up and I'm gonna just try to stab the guy with my rapier. That's on the ground.
Okay.
Is there a guy on there? I thought they were all in the trees.
No.
Well, wait. I thought your rapier busted.
No. Your rapier is gone. Remember? You no longer have a rapier.
You have a pommel.
Yeah. You do have a pommel though. It's a very nice pommel. Remember? Because it was a nice rapier.
Okay. All right then. If that's the case, then I'm gonna throw my daggers at the guy in the tree.
Throw your daggers. Okay. All right. Sure. And which one?
The guy in the tree.
Yeah. I mean, there's
3 of them.
There's 3 guys in the tree. There's this guy that doesn't have any weapons and was just shot by William Cuddy. There's this guy who's taken some damage from you guys, and there's this guy who's also taken some damage from you guys, but both of them are still kicking.
Yeah, no, it would be the guy on the north side.
Okay, so north of you, so that only leaves this guy right here, and this guy right here, And
Yeah, the second
this
one.
guy right here.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're going after that guy right there?
Yeah. Fucking A.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Yeah. No, yeah, fuck him. Right in the fuck truck.
You
Alright,
know what that
alright.
sounds like? You know
What
that
do
sounds like?
what do I gotta roll? Like,
All right. So the thing is, so if you're throwing it, so if you look right in front of you, there's actually a tree. Do you want to move into a better position so you get better line of sight?
yes.
Okay.
I mean, can I move right here?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. Then
You might want to face your enemy.
Yeah.
I'm just messing. We're not gonna be that specific. I'm just messing.
And then now you roll 1d20, and then add your dex bonus. Wow, nice.
Oh, 16. What's up?
Yeah.
And then add your dex bonus.
Are you sure you didn't roll 2 die and get a 1 and a 6?
Yeah.
That
That
sounds more
seems
like
kind of
you.
normal. Yeah, that seems a little bit more your speed.
Hold on. Let me pull up my dex bonus.
I think it's a 3.
I think it is too, but we should just make sure. Where do you keep your character sheet? And why is your character sheet not up and ready?
Because blah 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 blah. Thanks, Dad. Okay.
Yeah, you know what it is he's tracking his Bitcoin right now. He's like, oh, this is so great. I'm watching my Bitcoin, and
No, that's Bryce.
that's actually Trey. Trey. Go ahead.
I have an attack bonus of +1.
No.
Yeah.
No. You have well, your dexterity is like through the roof, right?
Oh, you're looking for my dex bonus.
Yeah.
+3. +3. Yeah.
+3. Okay, yeah. So you got a 19. All right. So you hit him. Go ahead and roll 1d4.
All right.
Yeah, you don't because you've got weapon finesse too. Hey, nicely done.
Oh, fucking 4!
Nicely
Suck
done.
it, bitch.
And
Yeah.
do you get 1 on that for the attack, or is that I don't know how the attack bonus works.
No. That the attack bonus, that's his strength. That's when
Okay.
he's that's when he's using weapons. He doesn't have weapon finesse.
That's
on,
right. That's right.
But he's got weapon finesse. So yeah. So, but good to do. All right. So, yeah. All right. So nicely done. But that guy's still up though. He's definitely pretty. But yeah. So the thing is, like, so we'll say that you hurl that.
What? He's still alive, even though I stab him twice in the chest.
No.
Like,
He's in a tree. You didn't stab him in the chest, but you did just throw a dagger that actually hit him in the gut. It buried itself into his gut.
All right. Well, I'll throw a dagger into your gut next time I see you, and you can tell me the difference.
Yeah, you know what? You suddenly have a heart attack, and and an aneurysm,
Simultaneously,
and a stroke,
you have
and a raging
heart attack,
and a raging case of hemorrhoids. That's like
Yeah, and a boner at the end, just to
Just to clarify.
Yeah. No, yeah. And a boner while you're, but you've got a cod piece that's preventing you, so it's just really painful. It's preventing you from actually having it. You're like,
yeah. It's covered in syphilis.
so yeah, there you go. That's so strange how that would happen. Just no.
Wow. Yeah, that's not the death that I was looking forward to.
All right, Airlos, here. It's all you, man.
I think I'm going to try to shoot the guy directly north of me again.
Okay, sure.
My bow. So I'd need to roll a. I think it's just a. Let me just do a d20. Oh. Boom.
Nicely rolled.
Nice.
And I have a. What do I get bonus for?
Oh, you're. No, yeah. It's. I think you have a -1.
Yeah, I got a -1, so that's a 13. So I might have missed.
Yeah, I think, and you did. Yes, you did. So sorry.
All right.
That was a good roll until we realized that you're not very good with a bow.
Yeah. That's all I got until they come down. So.
Yeah. And then all right. So that and then okay. So these guys. I'm gonna make a couple rolls real quick. Just give me a second. The hell is? Oh, it's a 14. Okay. And then. All right. Okay. So the. So let me kind of show this out. So all right. So right here is sort of the edge of the it's sort of the edge of the canyon. So this is not really like the way this is laid out. It doesn't look exactly like the walls here. These are actually canyon walls. And this tree here is actually maybe about 60 feet above you guys. Well, this fellow here who's actually in the tree, he actually leaps and makes it. He leaps from this tree onto the canyon wall and is basically scaling up it. This fellow,
even with a knife in his gut.
What's that? No. Yes.
Wow.
This fellow attempted to leap from that tree onto this tree and just failed, and so he is now he's fallen to he's actually hit the ground. Let me. Yeah, dude. These guys are pretty fucking hardy. They're barbarians, so they can take a lot of punishment.
Fucking barbarians.
Yeah.
Fucking barbarians.
So yeah, right. So yeah, think about it. Think of them like movie stars. Like how movie stars can just keep taking more and more punishment, and they're like,
so
right.
So what you're saying is the stunt double got stabbed in the gut.
Yes,
No,
yeah. And then
the fall guy, yeah.
Yeah, and then now he's like holding his side, like, oh, this is really painful, but it's not really so painful that I can't scale a canyon wall. Like he'll probably
right.
when he gets to the top, he'll probably clutch his side and be like, now it really hurts again, even though I just scaled a 60 foot canyon wall.
So who's next?
All right, so William Cuddy, it's all you, man.
All right. I mean, I don't really have line of sight on any. The only guy that I have line of sight on is that same guy that I shot at before, right?
Actually, that's you. Because
no, he fell down.
You actually do probably have an angle on the guy that's trying to scale up the canyon
wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot that guy in the back.
Okay, that's nice. That's
Because
sportsmanlike.
he can't see me.
Yeah, no,
fuck that guy. Let's do it.
Listen, they started it. This is all. It's all on them.
Yeah,
Ritz just got shield.
Yeah. All right. So ranged attack. I'm gonna roll.
Yep.
Right now.
It's all you. Oh, phew! He was gonna linger on a 1. It's a 13. It's a 13, but he's got his back to you. You just barely hit. Hit.
All right, so I'm gonna do 1d12 for damage. When the thing unfreezes, because it's kind of wonky right now. I don't know why.
Yeah, okay.
There we go. Boom.
5. All right. Yeah. So yeah. You actually hit him, and he plummets. In fact, hold on. So yeah, he plummets.
Yeah, that's right. Haha.
Damn right, he plummets.
And I say, take that, bitch. No, not really. Damage. I don't think William Cuddy would actually say that. That's what Craig said.
I don't know about that, man. It's definitely sounded like William Cuddy was saying that. All right, so that guy. So he plummets. He's probably 18 feet up, and he basically plummets to the earth, and he definitely falls with a pretty sickening, like the way his body lands, it would suggest that maybe he's not ever getting back up. All right. So now there's one enemy left, and who is this guy? And he actually is here. So he basically rushes you, Jay, because you're standing right in front of him.
But we have two guys left, right? There's the guy that just fell out of the tree. I am.
There's this guy up. There's this guy that's up in the tree. The tree. That
I thought he fell. No.
This guy. This guy fell.
Oh, okay.
So the guy that William Cuddy tagged with a pretty fucking nice shot is still making his way up into the canopy.
Fuck that guy.
So this guy attacks Jay, and he misses.
Yeah, bitch. Suck it. Yeah.
All right, that guy's there. That guy is down. That guy's down. Okay. And then so Waffle, it's all you.
We got a guy that. Wait, who is? I only see one guy that appears to still be up. Everything else has like X's on top of him.
Yeah,
no, there's
a guy in a tree.
There's
a guy on top.
There's that guy. So this guy's on the ground now, and then where the yellow circle goes, there's a guy up in that tree.
Okay, I feel like Erloser can probably take the guy that's on top of him.
No, I can't because he's up above me in the tree.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
So
Erloser is not tree very tree capable.
I hate halflings and trees. So this is triggering. This battle is triggering me hard.
PTSD, like real serious tree. You had a lot of tree trauma as a kid.
Yeah.
I have dendrophobia.
Yeah. It's TDSD, like
tree traumatic tree trauma.
I have post-traumatic tree trauma.
So that's PTTD. Yeah, PTTD.
Okay, yeah, all right.
Oh, no, it's actually all T's. PTTD.
All right, well, let's try and shoot the guy that is above Erloser. Or sling him. What is the verb for using a sling?
Sling. You can. I don't know. Yeah.
Try to
sling.
Shot him. Let's try to
actually. Sling is a verb.
It is. No, it certainly is. It certainly is. But is that the actual verb used when actually talking about using a sling as like. Are you slinging? I guess you would be slinging at them, right? Yeah, that makes sense. Like that's.
All right, let's just.
web slinging, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not.
And he failed. Yeah.
All right. Well, that's good. At least it wasn't a fumble. So it just went very, very wide. It went. You hit another tree. You're like shit. And then Jay, it's all you, man. You've got one dagger left.
All right. Well, I thought I threw both at the other guy.
You threw one dagger. You could have thrown the second dagger. You just would have thrown it at a penalty to hit.
Okay. All right. So here's the deal. Like, can I pull out the other dagger and double stab this guy?
You know what? You could, because the guy that you hit with the dagger, he's now lying prone at your feet. He just fell off the. He just fell.
Right.
Yeah.
I want to pull that dagger out and just double stab this guy.
Okay,
or double throw. I mean, I don't know how far away I'm in.
So you know what? You could actually do all of that because it's right there. his body did fall kind of at your feet. You can see the dagger. You can definitely pull that. You can definitely yank it out. You can definitely attack him. So yeah. So go ahead and make your rolls. So the first roll is going to be at a normal attack roll, and the second roll will be at a little bit of a negative. So that's a 15 plus your 3. That's 18. So that one hits. Go ahead and roll for your next one. And that's 11, but this one you only have, so that one missed. So go ahead and roll damage for your.
What is it? That's a D4 or D6?
Yeah, D4. And and you nick him. You give him a little nick. You're like here you go, nick.
You cut his chin a little bit.
Yeah.
Can I run away at this point? Like
no, because you basically used all of your kind of movement, grabbing the dagger, and you've only got 6 seconds to act in one round, dude. So it's like you grabbed the solid dagger, you grabbed it, you attacked him a couple times, and then.
I know, but I don't want to get hurt.
Well, that's why that Airloser's right there. He's
you
right
look
there.
at him, you nick him, and then you look at him like, please don't.
Yeah. You're like, I'm trying to heal you. Well, as you keep stabbing at him, I'm hoping that if I stab you the right way, it'll heal you.
Am I up?
Yes. So it's all you, Airloser.
All right. So I'm gonna attack Jay.
Okay.
What? No. What the fuck, dude?
No. This has been planned, man. This is the moment that Airloser proves that he's the real villain. He is the villain of this. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna attack the guy that Jay dicked, that odd dick.
Well, we'll see. If you roll a 1, you're attacking Jay.
Okay. Sure, let's do that.
Yeah, no. I'm just telling you, if you fumble, you're attacking. Oh my God!
Right,
it was so close. It was so close. Damn it!
That one was right next to it. But I also get a plus.
Yeah. You hit him. You hit him by a wide margin.
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna roll a d6, right? Or is it d8? That's
D8,
a d8 for the
D8.
sword.
Plus your strength bonus.
Yeah, so I got a 6 plus 2, I think.
I don't know. It's up to you.
Strength. Oh, and also, no, again, that's on the hit. I keep getting attack and damage modifiers mixed up because I've got like
they should be.
I've got all that.
Oh
stuff,
no, because you're right. You're right because you have the weapon. You have the weapon skill that gives you a +1. So whatever your. Whatever
strength bonus is 2, so I get a +2, but I don't know what else
that's
I get.
8. So that guy is now dead, and that's the end of everybody except for the one guy that William Cuddy fucking nailed and is scrambling up towards the top of the tree.
Shoot him, guys.
Hold on.
Him.
So no. So that guy actually moved. That guy had a round between you guys, but the thing is like. He's moved up into the pretty far canopy.
Can we like capture him? And
in order
him?
to actually hit him, you're gonna have to make a perception check. It's dark enough now, and he's high enough up that if you want to hit him, so we can keep this round going.
Why don't we just light the tree on fire?
He's probably moving from tree to tree, right? Like that's why he was moving up, so he could actually get into the canopy where the branches intersected a little bit better.
Let's light all the trees on fire.
That you could do. That you could totally do. You could totally do.
What do you guys? Start outside. We'll start outside going in, so he doesn't escape.
In order to better facilitate that, why don't you light yourselves on fire and then just run through the forest, just touching
all
things?
Right. Come here, Jay.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. So William Cuddy, do you want to take a pot shot at this guy?
Sure. Why not? but I need to do a perception check to see
Yeah.
if I can
So you
even
need to
determine
do-
where he
you need to-
is.
Yep, you need to do a successful perception check at a 15 DC to
Okay.
see if you can identify where he's at.
All right. I will do that as soon as I can because, yeah, it seems like Roll20 is pretty buggy for me sometimes. Like, I'll try to put an input in.
Is that
and then-
because you have a terrible internet connection?
No, I don't think so. I don't think it's that.
So weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. What state are you in again?
Iowa.
Iowa. Maybe Roll20 has
Yeah.
a thing against Iowa.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised,
I mean, don't we all have a thing against
Well,
Iowa?
yeah. But I just like but like
Fuck that state.
yeah.
Yeah. All right, here we go. So I'm clicking on my perception roll, and we'll
Yes.
see what happens.
Yeah.
And it's weird because it doesn't matter what computer I'm on because I'm on my desktop right now. But when I was on my laptop, it was doing the same thing. So I don't know
crazy.
what the deal is.
Crazy.
Ooh, we got a 24.
Right. Nice. So you hit him. Roll some damage.
Well, no, that was perception, right?
Oh no. Yeah. Okay. You're right. So you see
So
him.
I definitely
You
know
see
where
him.
he is.
Yeah. You can definitely see him moving his way up the tree.
Okay.
This is basically your guys' last opportunity to clip this guy.
Yep.
Hit him. Hit him.
I'm trying.
I mean, unless you guys want to go
Goddamn.
after him by climbing up into the trees.
Don't
well,
make me,
I'd have to move all the way over there anyway.
Yeah.
don't make me
this-
hate you, William Cuddy.
Yeah.
him.
Well, here we go. All right. Let's see.
I don't think you want to hit that weapon thing. I think you just want to roll 1d20, right?
Yep, I think that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm clicking ranged right now because I've been doing pretty good with that actually. Doing the ranged attack.
Yeah.
So I clicked on it
We're waiting.
and we're waiting.
Processing. 18.
All right,
18. Nice. Yeah, so you hit him. Now,
So
let's see.
1d12.
Yep.
Get a high roll. Get a high roll. Get a high roll.
Come
Yes.
Wow,
That's
right on.
8.
Wow. Yeah, he falls. He's
Yeah.
he falls from the tree, and he's probably about 40 feet up. So
Nice.
So you guys see, like, you hear him like as he's making his way down, like he's falling and just hitting branch and branch, and he eventually plummets. Hold on. I need both Airloser and well, hold on real quick. Let me do this. Oh shit! I just rolled the wrong thing. Hold on.
It's raining halflings.
Okay, I need you guys to roll a 1d20. Make a deck save for me, or a reflex save for me.
Who? You only said Airloser. You said
Oh yeah,
Airloser.
Airloser and Jay. Odd and Airloser.
So if that's a dex check, I got a 17.
Okay, nicely done. Wow, nicely done. Yeah, that's
Yes.
Yeah.
So
he backflips out of the way.
Yeah. No, so this is what happens. You guys hear this, like, so William Cuddy draws a bead. You hear the shot ring out, and you hear this like you hear like a grunt from this little halfling barbarian, and then you guys hear the sounds. You can't really make out what's going on, but you hear the sounds of something kind of like making its making its way down the from the tree, and then both Jay and Airloser, like, at the last minute, just kind of like go, oh shit, and just step out of the way as his body goes right between them.
With a splat.
Yeah. Nice.
And
done.
I'm like, yeah, suck it, bitch.
Are you
Yeah.
sure? Are you sure Odd didn't realize at the last moment and then backflip onto a boulder?
Yeah. Odd
Yeah.
Odd actually did a like some sort of like kung fu style move and landed on the actual corpse. Like, he basically dodged and no.
as it was coming down, not when it was on
Yeah,
the
yeah,
ground.
yeah,
but
yeah.
In the air,
yeah.
he landed on the corpse.
And then, yeah,
rode
and
it.
then he landed on it like a skateboarder, like landing an ollie. Like he just went, you know, and it was like, hey,
Yeah, and I yell out, "Cowabunga, dude!"
I
yes,
think-
yes,
you know,
yes.
I think
that's-
there was like this twisted root that coming up out of the ground and kind of riding along
Yes,
the ground
yeah,
a
yeah,
little
yeah,
bit.
yeah.
And he
Yeah.
actually landed on that and kind of
he
rode
grinds
it down.
he grinds the halfling along this route like a skateboard.
yeah.
And then with his 20 he manages to actually kickflip.
McTwist. Yeah,
He manages
Yeah.
to actually kickflip the halfling's body and then you know and also lands it. So yeah.
Sounds
So nicely done, Jay. Everybody
Wow.
just
Well
takes
done, sir.
everybody just
Well
takes a
done,
little
sir.
moment to appreciate it and give him a little golf clap. I'm like, well done, well done.
I hold up a scorecard that says like 10 on it.
Yeah,
Except
yeah.
it's in Roman numerals.
Yeah. So it's just an
The
X.
X.
Just yeah.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I don't know how to relate to that. Like, you know, X could mean, you know,
Hey, it's X for X Games.
yeah.
It's
okay.
X for excellent.
Right.
X for X.
Okay, so all right, so now we've got so now the sort of post combat thing. So you guys are basically surrounded by now the corpses of 6 Kokali, warriors. You know, there's still the bonfire, there's still the pile of skulls. But now it's dark. I mean, the thing is that like, you know, it's pretty. I mean, it's pretty much nighttime, you know. That fight only took 30, 40 seconds, but it was already pretty dark by the time you guys. But by the time. So, do you want to press on and see if you can make it to the ruin, or do you want to crash out for the night?
No, I think so this is
No.
my opinion. I think we should, maybe, set up camp so everybody can get rested, and also like,
Well,
our spell people can get their spells ready, I guess.
so there.
Well, in my opinion is that I need to rearm myself. I mean, I lost my rapier, so
Yeah.
Yeah,
I,
but,
I
no.
need to find.
Hold on, real quick.
I need to
Didn't you guys? Weren't you guys all given some new weapons? Weren't there some new? There was some bone. There were the bone stilettos. There was a long sword. There was what happened to the stilettos?
I thought that's what he was using, was the stiletto daggers. But I was also going to say, William Cuddy, I happened to just divine some information, almost like it came out of a rule book, in that a longsword would probably be better for me as a character. So
almost like it came out of a rule book.
yeah, like it almost inspiration just divined its way into my
Yeah.
head. So I think that the scimitar that I'm carrying might be better for someone such as yourself, and
Yeah.
the longsword that you're carrying might be better for someone such as me.
Well, I don't have a long sword. I have a short sword.
Oh, I thought you had a long sword and I had a scimitar.
No.
No.
He's got
I have a
the
short sword.
very well made long. It's a very well made short sword.
Oh well, then I
Would you
divine
like the
nothing.
Would you like the short sword?
Hold on, let me see if any divine inspiration comes to me real quick.
Okay. In fact,
Well,
speaking of which,
he's-
hold on. Give me 1 second. While you guys are doing that, I just want to look.
While you get your divine inspiration, Mike is gonna go get a beer.
Jay, yeah, I am actually as well. But Jay, I needed you to all right. So I forgot you were given those bone stilettos. The thing is I was figuring that you weren't. I mean, I'm figuring it like so all of the stuff that you guys picked up, like it's all of obvious significant value, right? The thing is like, so if you're using those items, I think you should let me know. So if you're switching to those weapons at any moment in time, the thing is
Yeah, I honestly I had forgotten that I had those.
yeah. So if you'd like to switch to them, that's totally fine. But the thing is I just need you to inform me.
Mhm.
What the fuck?
Well, apparently I need to replace my sword.
Yes, Lord.
So I'm not.
yeah. So,
I'm not divining any inspiration regarding a short sword at all. There are. I have no information or stats or anything regarding a short sword.
So I close my eyes and I start chanting
Short sword.
in a sea shanty type manner that the short sword does 1d6 damage.
I'm sorry, Craig. I don't
Yes.
think you can just say he
Oh.
starts doing a sea shanty. I think you need to do.
Yeah.
yeah.
If you're doing
yeah.
a sea shanty, I think we need to hear that sea shanty.
Yeah,
You know
absolutely,
what?
fucking lootly.
Oh,
yeah.
I hate you guys.
Oh wait, here we go. It just came to me. Yeah, so it does basically the same thing as a scimitar.
Okay. Which one?
That's not a sea shanty. I mean, what the fuck? I mean, come on. It's like, oh, she's blaring and Darren, and she'll be your Karen, and I don't know. I mean, fucking make something up, like
Well, I'm not singing the sea shanty. That's way of cutting.
Well, yeah, let me
Are you kidding?
so
You can't,
there
you
was
can't say. You can't sell us on a sea shanty and then fucking renege on it. Like,
yeah, no, well, I'm trying to come up with it. Like real talk. Like I'm not good at coming up with stuff, so I'm trying to come up with it. So now this is William Cuddy. So there was an old man and he had a short sword, and then he saw a scimitar and he said, "Whoa,
Fuck that.
oh Ward, those look the same, so they do the same thing. So I guess I'll just keep the short sword that I have."
No, I think they look the same and they do the same thing. So at least it's better than a stupid old sling.
See, that's way better. That's not the ancient sea shanty I know. You come from a different era, I suppose.
Well, I was gonna say I come from a place of limericks.
Oh, okay.
yes. Yeah, which actually is the county of Limerick.
There once was a short sword from afar that did the same thing as a scimitar.
Oh my God, that's perfect. I tell you what, I think I must apologize to the actual musician. Like, that was terrible for me.
No. It was great, man. It was great. Yeah, I'm a fan.
You should
Where can I pick up your record?
Well, it's coming. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
It drops next week.
Yeah.
You should have pitched your voice down on your microphone. When
Yeah, you should have.
Oh,
You should have
yeah.
gone.
Oh yeah.
very
So
light on
how'd
it.
you figure? So you figured that out, Craig? What was the issue?
Honestly, I don't. So after we got off of the stream yesterday,
I don't recall getting off with you, man. That's.
Oh, well,
no. No. What were you saying?
So last week after we were done, I basically checked to see if there was an update to the driver, and then the big thing that I did was I rebooted my computer before we started. So
Yeah,
I don't.
that crazy. All this there's this arcane stupid fix that apparently works.
Yeah, turn it off, and turn it on again.
Yeah.
It's
You
a real
check
thing.
your TCP/IP. I mean,
Yeah, did you
You
reset
delete-
your TCP/IP stack?
yeah,
Yes.
delete cookies.
Yeah.
Okay, so all right, so here we go. So all right, so you guys are.
I think the first thing we need to do is loot some corpses.
Yeah.
That's something we
Yeah.
keep forgetting.
So all right, so all right, so okay, so you guys go. So you looking at these guys, they're sort of attired the way you would expect a Kokali. So the thing is, so they actually have sort of it's not really war paint. Like you can't tell what it is. They smell to high heaven. They just smell terrible. They smell basically like feces, you know, like really really terrible feces.
Smells like victory. Yes.
and I mean it's like feces mixed with sick, you know. And you can definitely tell that they have, all of them have like pretty significant kind of ritualized scarring, you know. And the thing is, and then they also don't have they really don't have any, like they don't have pouches on them. They don't have anything it looks like they were carrying like the fellow that was like they have little they have like little they look like kind of like little wicker made like these like kind of basket kind of things. But they're long and cylindrical, and those are holding the stones for the sling guys. You know, there was the archer had, you know, I had a little quiver that was a little sort of like leather quiver that had his arrows in it. But the thing is but these guys really came with very little other than their weapons, or actually with nothing other than their weapons.
They may smell like shit, but I know from personal experience that halfling meat really opens up after. If you soak slow
them,
roast it.
Yeah.
If you slow roast it for like a few hours.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. It's really, you just soak them in water. You soak them in water. You you tenderize the flesh. Yeah.
So I start digging a pit.
No,
I
pit.
I stab Airloser.
All right. While you're digging a pit, you feel a shirt pain in your rear end.
No,
Yeah.
I need to roll.
No.
Okay, I think that hits.
Yeah. It certainly does. So the thing is, there's not, and the thing, so you do notice. All right. Well, hold on. How closely are you looking at these halflings, and then in what light? You know, are you? So I guess why don't we do this? Why don't you guys tell me what you guys do with the bodies? Like I'm figuring that you guys are just right, like you're looking at them kind of where they fell, right, to start.
Well, I killed the last one right in front of me.
Yes.
So I'd probably look him over. Well,
Yeah.
I didn't.
And so the light.
Hold on, I killed the one up above me, but the other one just fell right where I was.
Yes.
I don't know if he's too mangled for me to look at, but whichever one's nearest to me, I'd probably look him over at least to see what information I could glean. I also am concerned about this pile of skulls, which apparently is our party that we have.
So here's the thing. Glancing at the party, or glancing at the stack of skulls, like, and I forget if we went over this. How old are they? Like, is the meat still on them?
Yes.
Like,
They were very fresh. There was still blood. There was still meat clinging to them. There was like I was saying, like the eyes had been removed, but there was still like, you know, the little tendrils that can actually connect the eye. Like there's some of the skulls. There was some of the what, like, the thing is, I know I'm assuming that this is because you haven't had a chance to actually investigate. I'm assuming that right now this is like you've walked over and you're taking a look at this pile. But yeah, the thing is that like it's definitely very very fresh.
All right. At a quick glance, and I'll have to make a perception roll, I would imagine. Do we see what is it a varied number of races in this? Because most of our retainers, with the exception of the 3 halfling ones that I had, were human. So like really what we'll get down to it is do I notice any of my specific retainers halfling skulls? Because that is what I will be looking for.
It looks like So it looks like at first glance, it looks like they're all human. But the thing but it looks like there's maybe 15 or 16 skulls, and so there could be halfling skulls in the pile. You would have to sort of disassemble the pile.
How long would that take?
I mean, you could just kick it over,
Oh, well then, yeah. I thought Jay already kicked it over. That was one of the first things he did in the battle.
Yeah, instead of actually.
Oh yeah, you're right.
anybody,
You're right.
You ran
you're
over
right.
and kicked the thing over.
You're right. Okay, so yeah, so you looking, yeah, you don't see any halfling skulls amongst the
Okay.
skulls.
Okay. Well, that was Sigroy's concern because he has grown quite attached.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sure. Don't have any concern about all these humans that just died.
Yeah, fuck them. Yeah.
Human lives matter.
Well, yeah, there's nothing I can do about them. I just wanted to make sure. And if the skulls were there, first off, shut up, you racist.
So basically the bonfire is still going. It looks like the bonfire was actually assembled. It looks like it might have actually been assembled by the camp, because it literally it's been set up so that it looks like it's got a good 8 hours of burn time, maybe even longer. They use some pretty sizable logs, the way that they're stacked, and the way it looks like it was. And then there's actually some like a stack of like supplementary logs, sort of like just a couple feet away from it.
So I'm thinking Erloser would he was in the heat of battle. He was focused on the fight. Now that the fighting has stopped and he takes notice of the skulls, I'm assuming it's pretty obvious that this was our.
If it's not your party, then this is a good 14, 15, 16 human skulls. It would have to be maybe the other the people that took your party. Maybe it's it's like this is not a place where you run across a lot of humans, and this is a pretty sizable group of humans.
So Erloser would assume that it's the party.
Yes.
And he would be extremely upset.
Okay. Would you so upset that would you do like sort of last rites and kind of like give these skulls a proper burial?
I don't think he'd be even thinking that far. I think
Okay.
he would be thinking about murdering something.
Which is something that you just did, right?
And screaming like really murdering something. Like
it would be
like not kick flipping and ollieing something, but like I don't know, like he would probably
it would be a Wrath of Khan moment where you're just like, Khan!
Go Kali!
Yeah.
Go Kali!
Yeah, Mendoza.
Mendoza.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Who's this Mendoza guy?
He would be extremely upset, and he would be like, because they lied to us.
Yeah.
They said that we would not be touched until, and he made a deal with the devil.
Well, all right. So hold on.
He made a deal with the devil to save the lives of his party.
Yeah. Well. Now hold on. So the thing is, like, so do you guys remember how many retainers you took?
No. I didn't take any. I think
20 or 30.
Craig
And there was-
did, or somebody had some like people. I don't know.
Yeah, you guys. I mean, you guys had a pretty substantial party, right?
Hired a whole bunch of guys.
Gotta look
I
back
don't
through the
remember
notes.
how many guys I
Yeah.
hired.
So the reason why I was asking is so that it was never specified, right? So the thing is that like So, but it definitely the thing is that like it definitely looks like this might not be everybody.
Okay.
You know.
So, well, okay. So, I was thinking like 20 or so, and you said there's like 15 here, and there was like I don't know how many were at the previous site. There was
Yes.
several bodies
Yes.
that were shooting
Yeah.
about. So,
Yeah.
I was assuming that it was everybody. Either way, he's still probably pretty pissed off because he hired these guys.
Sure.
So
Sure.
they're his responsibility,
Sure.
and he still thinks that they've been betrayed because he made a deal with the devil, basically, to save these people's lives, and they're still dead.
Sure.
He was expecting to find them alive,
Sure.
all of them.
Sure.
So he starts like, I don't know. He starts screaming to high heaven and like stabbing the corpses of the collie and yelling like, "You fucking bastards! You fucking motherfucking lying motherfucking piece of shit ass halfling, stupid
Okay. So
short
I mean, so
motherfucking bastards."
I definitely get the rage, but the thing is that like, is that because well, what is your character's line then?
He's he's lawful good, but doesn't mean he can't get upset.
Yeah,
Like,
no, yeah, of course not. The thing is I'm just wondering if so the thing so this kind of outburst is not something that your fellow, you know, that your friends have seen very often. Is that correct?
Yeah, no, they wouldn't have seen me get that upset. I don't think.
Okay, yeah. So the thing is, so you guys, so again, so this is sort of an unusual moment for Airlos.
This is like
even
more. This is probably even more, or this is in the same vein, if not more than when I attacked the woman we had prisoner and told her like she was a liar and a vile and.
Yeah, so the thing is, so you guys, so you know, so Airlosser kind of starts losing it now, you know, and definitely like, you know, kind of like falling into like expletives and stuff like that. Things just behaviors that you're not accustomed to seeing him engage in. And he's also just as I might want to make another point, he's making a lot of noise. Like a lot of noise. In a place that was, as you remember, if you recall, as you were heading down into it, there was no noise. There was no. It was like the whole place was holding its breath. All right, I'm gonna grab a beer real quick. Give me 1 second while you guys figure out what you're gonna do. But we definitely need to figure out kind of like how people are reacting to this and where you guys want to head. If you want to camp out. If you want to move forward.
Real quick, I go really quickly, chop down a tree and hewn a step stool that is roughly puts me at face level with Airlosser and slap just to get him to shut up because he's making way too damn much noise in a place. And I tell him, yo, you're making too much damn noise in this area. Do you want to get their friends to come and finish the job?
And I'm not even listening to you.
Well, then I slap you again until you.
I'm mad, and I'm like, these motherfuckers lied to us, and they said they would save our party, and the people we took prisoner and we let go, they said they would keep our guys alive, and they're fucking dead, and blah, 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 you know, like I'm just like spouting all that shit.
The exact words were, they did not guarantee a safe passage.
They said they would return our party and all of our items and everything, and that we would not be attacked at all. None of our people would be attacked.
That's not what she said.
That was the deal we made, wasn't it?
No, we made the deal that they would not transgress against us until we reached.
And technically, you know, aren't we reunited with our party right now? Even though, like, they're dead. Like, it's all technicalities, you know.
So none of you are upset. None of you at all are upset.
Oh, I'm incredibly upset, but I have bigger issues.
We've just lost at least like 20 people.
I'm incredibly upset, but I would rather not continue to lose people. And you proclaiming our position for miles around is not doing anything to help with that.
Yeah.
Well, is Mike back?
Yeah,
No.
I'm here. I'm listening.
Oh,
What was the deal we made?
So yeah, so
'Cause I'm
basically,
trying to remember.
Skeelan was gonna actually lead you guys back to where your party was camped. They were going to return all of your items. They were going to return all of your people, and then then you would be allowed to proceed to the ruin unhindered. And then once you were in the ruin, all bets were off.
Yeah, so I made that deal. I don't know if I made an assumption, but the deal that I thought I made was that our people would be alive when they were returned to us.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would not have let them go.
And the thing is, and if you recall, because again, there definitely were significant signs of battle. You know.
Yeah, and actually, I get really mad and I climb up Airlos's back and I just say, "Fuck you, motherfuckers!" And I just shout to the universe, like, you know, "Fuck you!"
I also love that in the video, you're not at your computer, but we see you flipping off the universe in just, not you, but your shadow.
Yeah. So that's actually that's his Peter Pan shadow. It's it doesn't necessarily attach to his body. So the thing is it like what was the question? Was there a question?
I wanted to clarify what the deal was we made, because I thought the deal.
Yeah,
was
no,
that
so the thing is, so what I was saying is,
So that's why
it definitely looks like there was a big battle here. You know, the thing is that like it has all the hallmarks of a Kodaki or Kokali assault. No, Kokali assault. You know, and
Would I know? Are these okay? So this is me asking outside of the game. First of all, do we know if these Kokali are part of the group, or are these just random?
The Kokali are part of no group. The Kokali don't ever engage or interact with any other entities, any other species, even other halfling tribes other than themselves.
Okay,
you know?
So knowing that, I would know that, and I would know that that they probably would not be working with the.
Yes, that's correct.
The other.
That's
okay.
correct. Yeah.
Then in that case, I'm mad at these halflings because they're fucking short, and they're fucking douchebags.
These goddamn short douchebags. They're short douchebags. No, okay.
So this reaffirms my racism.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah.
Like I don't blow. So I made Jeff made a miscalculation on the meaning behind this battle.
Yes,
I thought this battle was part of
that they betrayed you.
Yeah, that they had betrayed us. So if my character Airloser would not have made that assumption, then he would not have reacted the way that I said he reacted.
Well, you know, I mean, the thing is I figured that you were kind of, I figured that you were kind of the thing is because all right, so because you could, I mean, the thing is like you could take umbrage. And you could actually still be upset with that party, with the others.
Oh yeah, because
they were supposed to like the thing is like you had made a deal that like you know they're supposed to have shown up in force like you guys did. You know, your people had they didn't have any weapons. All the weapons have been taken from them. Where's all your stuff, right? Where's the tents? Where's all the stuff that was supposed to be returned? I mean, there's definitely enough. Unresolved promises for you to be upset, you know.
So I would think that I would probably still be upset in that regard, but I don't think I would make the outburst I said I did because it's not a direct. Like I'm upset that they didn't protect them. Yeah. And I'm upset that we didn't get everything back, but it's not like they themselves directly attacked. They just failed to protect them. Yeah. So it's like I'm mad at their inaction as opposed to their action.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
So I'm probably still upset, but I don't think I would do that. But I'd probably still be upset, and I'd probably say those, like, maybe mutter under my breath, like, those fucking bastards said they were gonna protect our people or return our people.
So you're
and
saying
return all of our stuff. But I wouldn't be yelling. I would be doing that. I would just be fuming.
Yeah. Yeah.
so what you're saying is that I went through and chopped down that tree and built this step stool for nothing?
Yep.
I'm assuming that didn't happen, right? Yeah. So yeah.
It wasn't a very good step stool anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't want to critique it, but you know, I mean, come on, do better, man.
Do better.
Okay, so now, what are you guys doing here? Are you going to be camping here? Are you going to press on? So again, so the impression that Skeelan gave you guys was that it was maybe a few hundred yards ahead was the entrance to the ruin, you know. So are you gonna press on there? Are you gonna stay here where there's already a fire? You know what?
So I would probably want to perform some sort of rites on the people that.
Okay, yeah,
Because I knew them, so I would probably want to stay at least long enough to do that.
Okay, so
I'm gonna take a nap.
I am going to. Well, I'm going to start by trying, maybe even a bit in vain, call for my companions again. In the little Kodaki whistly what's it thing.
Yeah.
And maybe think that they saw what was coming and decided to just not engage.
Yeah. You. So and then what are you going to be doing, William?
Well, so you said it's pretty much dark by now, right?
It is, yeah.
And
this is the thing. So you've got so according to what Skeelan had implied, you know, you might be 400 or 500 yards away from the entrance to the ruin. You know, but at the same time, it's once you leave the safety of the bonfire, or at least the light of the bonfire, you guys are literally traveling.
There could be,
you're traveling in pitch blackness, unless you bring torches or unless you
well, half of us are night visiony.
Yep. Yeah, and that's 60 feet, right? So the thing is like, so you can see, 3 bedrooms in length, so it's not a lot. I mean, you can definitely see, but it's not a lot of.
Well, wait. Are we talking like 3 New York City bedrooms or 3 Austin bedrooms? Because those are very different.
It's 60 feet. So like, if you think, yeah.
So
if you think 20
like
feet,
12,
if you think
like 12 New York bedrooms.
and then multiply it by 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's
so
like
12 New
maybe
York bedrooms.
one
Okay.
Austin bedroom.
All right. No, now we're in the.
I mean, here's what I propose, because Erloser is still at 6/16 health, correct?
No,
So-
at 9
I'm
16.
feeling
Oh,
like
he's
I'm
at
about
9 now?
9/16 health, yeah.
I mean, I propose that we bed down by the campfire, and basically have a long rest, so that we're prepared, because these ruins are coming up. We don't know what challenge is going to be there, and I'd prefer that, at least in my mind, I'd prefer everybody is ready to go, because we've been traveling all day. It's nighttime. It's pitch black. There's not a lot we can do anyway. That's what I propose we do.
Yeah, and it's so pitch dark. We're probably likely to be eaten by a grue. So
What the hell is a grue?
Well, you don't want to find out.
that's a Zork reference. No Zork
well,
fans here.
before I worry about that, or before I have my input, I would like to know what the results of my trying to contact my friends
So
are.
how deep do you go in?
Well, it's
And what direction do you
All
go
the
in?
way.
I mean, are you saying that you're gonna just stand on the outside of the bonfire and whistle? Are you gonna progress towards the ruin and whistle? Are you gonna go backwards to kind of where you came and whistle? Like are you whistling right where you're standing?
I don't think it matters a ton, given the fact that you said earlier that this place was incredibly dead quiet, so the whistle's going to carry.
It is, but you're also in a canyon, and so the thing is that like, so that's gonna impact the way that the sound travels, right? The thing is, you're in a densely like treed canyon, So the thing is that like, so it really is gonna depend on kind of like, how far you want to go in, and then in what direction.
Well, then I would go. I would probably do a kind of like a slowly expanding circle outside from the camp, but probably not get too far away because that is a really good way to die. But probably stay within rough earshot of the camp, but get as far away as I can in most of the directions.
Okay, so all right. So, what direction are you starting first? Are you starting towards the ruin or towards the entrance to the canyon?
Remind me again how far into the canyon we are and how far away from this particular camp we lost contact with.
You're probably about a quarter mile into the into the canyon. No, the canyon you guys kind of walked alongside before you actually found a path into the canyon. You walked alongside it for some time. So the thing is, so it's a lot longer than
we've been traveling.
Yeah, then you've been traveling inside the canyon. However, you've been traveling in the canyon, for maybe, a quarter mile, half mile, and then the thing is like, and apparently, as far as Skeelan was saying before he disappeared, it was just up ahead. He was. Like he was giving the impression that it was literally right there.
Okay. I guess I would go very cautiously continuing towards the ruins.
Okay.
And if it becomes obvious that I am entering the ruins, I would probably stop at the edge of them due to the fact that I do not want to enter them yet.
Yeah, and again, because the foliage is so, there is now like basically there's a path that kind of cuts like with some winding. Like if you look at the way that all of these these trees are sort of situated, like can you see oh shit, no, that's not good. That's not good. But the way where all this there's like, it's sort of like a winding path that makes its way through the trees. And again, and the trees don't stop here. The trees that are there were just put there specifically for this combat.
For the battle.
The trees continue all the way in. And so the thing is, so it's tough to see. But I'm assuming that you're going to go to like sort of the perimeter of the light, right? You're going to go as far as you feel comfortable, where you can still like kind of like see your party and like your right. I'm assuming that's where you're going to make your first whistle.
I'm not like super reliant on the light, but I probably I guess the edge of where I can see the light still.
Yeah, and the reason why I'm figuring that is because if you have problems, you're gonna want to call out and and your people that are not that don't have infravision, you want them to be able to find you,
or more than likely, I'd also just know the exact direction I need to run.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you head out there and you do the whistle thing. And it's just silence. I mean, you can hear Airloser off in the distance. Like, it's very muffled though. It's like, so it's real because the foliage is so dense. It just sounds like all of the sounds are leaden. Like they're just weighed down. Like there's no travel. But you do that whistle. And there's nothing for. And you do that whistle again. you know, and it's and it's pretty tentative. I'm assuming, because you don't need to, it sounds like a bird. It sounds like a bird from this forest.
Right.
But and then you notice there's some movement, maybe 60, 70 feet into the forest. Like you just notice a little bit of movement. Go ahead and make a perception roll.
Come on, damn it. No.
Okay.
Man, you're just not perceptive at all.
You got it. You got it.
Wow.
No.
I mean,
It's a really
a one.
It's a
That
really low DC. It's a really low DC. It's just don't fumble.
That actually is I think a 9 after my perception, but I still don't think that'll do it.
Yeah. So yeah, but the thing is like you do notice something. You just like the thing is like maybe it's a trick of the light, from the campfire. Like you're but you it just looked like you saw something moving, and you kind of like focus your eyes right on the point where you thought you saw it, and you don't see anything else.
I'll continue towards that direction.
Oh, you're gonna keep moving towards that. Okay, great. So so you are making your way through because it's sort of a windy path to kind of move forward. And then you notice there's like it's like a tree line, like there's just foliage and stuff. So you're seeing something through a bunch of like branches and trees, but you see what looks to be it definitely does not look like a halfling. But it looks to be a human or at least human size. Maybe it's an elf. Maybe it's a tall dwarf. But it's probably maybe 5'8" in height, maybe 5'7". And it's standing like it is trying to catch its breath. Not like bent over, but it's just kind of hunkered. It's just kind of hunkered and like it's wounded or it's tired or something. He, she, it. There's just this. And you can make, and the thing is like, and you can barely make it out between, but you can definitely tell it's definitely humanoid in shape, and this entity, this thing, this person, definitely seems like they are winded or, yeah, and looks like they're not paying attention to you at all.
How far away is this person?
Maybe 30 feet.
And I am at this point I'm out of view of. I can no longer see the fire behind me.
Yes, that's correct.
Then I would like to continue up towards this person, but now I will be in attempting stealth.
Okay, sure. Go ahead and make a stealth roll.
Oh, so close.
that one for just a second.
I think they programmed that in purposely.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah, to give you a little pucker.
Yeah,
factor.
it already calculated the 19, but then when it did the animation,
It was just specifically designed to just give you a heart attack. Yeah. So you very quietly make your way. You make your way up. You get within maybe 15 feet, and you start to notice a real distinct smell. Like it's a real rank kind of like very like rancid meat smell.
Does it smell like smoked halfling?
No, it doesn't. Smoked halfling is delicious. It does not smell delicious.
As I would know.
Yeah. Yes, as you would certainly know.
All right.
There are some amazing Kokali smoked halfling recipes that are, really amazing.
Does this smell similar to? Or wait, at this range, can I tell if he is human or elf yet?
No, there's still the thing is like there's still enough just foliage in the way that you're having a hard
Okay.
time. Like the thing is, like, it's like you're gonna have to get much closer. It's not like
Can I-
the thing is this entity, this person, this whatever is. It's not like standing in a clearing or anything like that. Like it's still like it's amongst the foliage. You just happen to get you just happen to spot it somehow for some reason.
Can I tell if this stench is the same type of stench of the
Kokali?
camp?
No,
Of
it's
the
not.
camp in the Kokali.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's much more rank. The Kokali were pretty. That was a pretty terrible smell, but that smelled of like feces or
Right,
like or
but I'm asking more of like the pile of the pile of bones that still had half the meat. That less the Kokali themselves, because the Kokali you said were.
The thing is the Kokali. Well, it all shared the same smell. The pile of bones, like it all smelled
Okay.
very much.
Yeah, I thought
much,
that was because, like, when we approached the people, like the people who fell out of the trees and stuff, like, I thought that's what they smelled like.
They did, and again, and if you think about it, right, they just eviscerated a bunch of human beings. Those human beings had intestines filled with feces and other shit. The thing is like, so it's gonna be a pretty human poop smell plus blood and viscera and things like. But for the most part, because our bodies like are designed specifically to find poop and that kind of stuff pretty vile. Like that's the key smell. Like so, this creature, this person does not smell like that. They definitely smell like rancid meat, though.
Are there any stories of any kind that there's no stories of ever the Kokali of ever taking prisoners, I take it?
The thing is it like I mean yes, they will. I mean they've taken halfling prisoners because they will use halfling females to fuck, and they'll use they'll hang on to halfling males while they're young and get work out of them, and then they'll eat them when they're when they're hungry, they basically. But all of the other species, all of the other races, like the halfling, particularly the Kokali, they don't look at anything other than halflings as even being like anything other than meat. Like they recognize and so yeah. So
can I continue to try and stealth towards this guy?
Sure. Want to make another? Yeah. So yeah. I mean, I think it's yeah. I'll need to make another roll because because you're gonna have to, in order to really get a good look at this creature, person. You're gonna have to get within 8 feet. There's just too much. There's just too much obstruction in the way.
Right. And you said I'm 15 feet away, and from what we've heard or from what we've done so far, if I were to try and talk with him, would he be able to tell the direction it was coming from due to the foliage, or is that something that I could attempt to disguise where the voice is coming from?
You don't. I mean, all right. So hold on.
Oh no! Wait, shit! No, hold on. But I think I can, because I think I have, if I'm not mistaken, let me double check, a spell that can do exactly that.
Yeah.
Let me pull it up. I forgot about that. This is going to be fun.
He has ventriloquism.
Close. I have ghost sound.
Cool.
It's a cantrip that
Ghost sound.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
Wow.
a cantrip that lets you cast your voice and also immediately get picked on by all your classmates.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Virtually any type of sound within the volume limits, horde of rats squeaking. I'm trying to make sure it doesn't have. No, here it is. Can this create intelligible speech? Yeah, making something that sounds like speech and actually making intelligible speech are two different things. Ghost sound can sound like people talking, but anyone listening can hear or can't make out what people are saying. Actually, ventriloquism is a spell, and that's not this apparently. So I guess I can't.
No, but but you could. I mean, oh, so you're saying you want to actively talk to this person?
That was going to be what I attempted to do,
yeah,
which was just but hide from where I was doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, is that something you can just try to do?
Without... you could try to, from cover, talk to this entity, person, whatever, and hope that they don't, that they're not able to detect you. But the thing is, but they'll make a perception roll, predicated on how well your stealth is, and and if they see you, they see you.
Oh, yeah, let's do that. Sure.
All right. Well, then make your stealth roll. 17.
All right.
What's
my actual stealth skill? I don't have it trained. I don't believe. It's a 4.
Okay. So yeah, all right, awesome, cool. So what are you gonna say?
I didn't think it through that far.
Hello. Ahoy.
Just quietly.
You start singing a sea shanty.
Yeah.
Oi, me mateys, we love you so. Da, da, da.
Just quietly, I ask, open or closer?
Oh, okay. So they again. It looks like they're catching their breath, and so you say open or closer, and they kind of like again they're like kind of heaving, and they turn and they're looking around, but they don't say anything. But the thing is but you can definitely tell that they're now alerted to, and again it's still dark enough. I mean, the thing is, thank God you've got infravision, so you're seeing, you can definitely make it out. But the thing is, it definitely looks like they are sort of scanning the area, trying to figure out where that came from, but they don't respond. It definitely looks like a male.
Right. Come on now, son. Which one will it be? Open or closer?
And again, so then it gets a little bit more frantic, and he, she, or her. Oh no, not her, but him. So yeah, he actually reaches out and grabs some some bushes and what have you, and starts like grabbing into him, looking around, scrabbling inside this stuff, kind of looking, anyone, just kind of goes. But the thing is that you can definitely tell it looks like he might be injured, or wounded. His movement is slightly hesitant. It looks like he's just either beat up or wounded, or it's more of a shamble than a walk,
Are you hurt, boy? What happened?
Go ahead and make another stealth roll.
That wasn't me. Oh, that was you. Okay. So 20 or no 19.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So yeah. So you say, and what was it that you just said?
I just asked him if he was hurt in a way that I was trying to make it sound like I was a friend.
Okay, so yeah, and then so yeah. So
and also, at some point, I should be able to make a charisma roll because I'm really good at those.
Yeah, right. So yeah, so the things. So you say that, and the thing this person goes stops and then literally looks right at you, and you can see what looks to be sort of coals burning in its eyes.
Okay, and if he's looking right at me, I can probably tell what race he is at this point.
No, I mean, no. The thing is that like the reason why is because it's not a very healthy face. It's actually not it's not even really it looks like it might not even be a living face.
Like emaciated.
It actually looks like you can't really. Yeah, it definitely looks like it might be moss covered with some exposed bone, or it might be like you can't really tell. It's a fucked up face. It's a really fucked up face. The only thing that you can really definitely make out are the basically the burning eyes.
All right.
How dare you impose your ideas of beauty on somebody else, Mike?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Come on.
I'm just
Have a
talking
little
I'm talking from a healthy human perspective. This is a definitely fucked up face. Like in relationship to a healthy person of any stripe and any size and any like degree of comeliness, this is the most fucked up face you've seen.
I think I bet a few of them.
Yeah, and no, probably not.
So, I just kind of look at him straight in the eye again and just say, actually, I need to figure out what I want to say first before I start talking. I just look at him and I yell, "Who do you work for? Who do you work for?"
So it turns and looks right at you, but it still doesn't move. And then when you say, "Who do you work for?" it goes, "Ah," and it charges you.
I very quickly, because I was expecting this, honestly.
Yeah.
Try and just duck out of his direct line of sight.
Okay, so the thing is, all right. So basically, he's seen you, but there's still enough.
May I try and do this thing? Because I think I'm going to be really clever.
Okay.
The second I believe I'm out of sight, I cast Memory Lapse.
Okay. Hold on. So you are trying to. All right. So hold on. So first off, okay. So we need you to make. So the thing is that so he comes right at you, which is straight through the foliage, right? So it's not like he's negotiating his way around to find the most expeditious way to get to you. He actually tries plowing straight through the foliage.
Right, and I was expecting him to do something the second he looked at me. So I've been trying. I was pretty much ready to try and get out of the way and cast this spell.
So you're able. So you go 10, 15 feet away, 30 feet. Like what distance do you go outside of his line of sight?
Well, it's foliage. I don't even necessarily need to get out of the way or out of. I just need to lose his sight for just long enough to cast this spell. Is Sigroy's thing?
Okay, yeah. And what's the casting time on it?
Instantaneous.
Okay, yeah. So all right. So you basically
counter a spell and put it on top of his owner's library.
You move
instead of his graveyard.
You easily move outside of the outside of his line of sight as far as you can tell, because you can see him. He's still struggling to get through this. I mean, it's thick, it's thick shrubs and bushes and whatever, and he's still struggling to get through it. And so you definitely easily move outside of that line of sight of wherever you can definitely still hear him.
Right. And he gets a will save against it.
And then what's the range on it?
25 feet plus 5 feet per casting level.
Okay, great. So you cast the spell.
He gets a saving throw against it.
Yep. But the thing is and you can still hear him. So in memory lapse is what's the effect again?
You cause the target to forget what happened from the casting of the spell back to the beginning of its last turn. Okay. This may allow retry on diplomacy and intimidate or opposed skill checks, though only respect to the target, not other creatures that may be present. Okay. So awesome. Really, I just figured the interaction of since he saw me is really what I was going for.
Yeah, sure. No. And the thing is, the thing is he's still struggling. Like the thing is like he's still trying to make his way through whether it worked or not, you're not 100% certain, but he's still struggling to push his way through the foliage.
Well, I thought up till that point. Now I'm out of ideas. Yeah, I kind of just if I am out of his path, I think at this point I just let him continue on, and I will try and wait for him.
Yeah, so he's trying to head towards your direction, right? The thing is like but he's literally taking like the slowest, longest, most ridiculous route to get through. Like literally had he just gone around, like going around, like you could definitely see the path to get around, and he did not take that route. He was trying to go straight through.
Right. And I am now going to attempt to quietly, because I'm assuming that my spell has worked.
Yeah.
I'm going to quietly try and rejoin the group, because this guy is kind of freaking me out and worrying me.
Sure. So you return without incident. You can definitely hear him, and so all right. So you guys, so the rest of you guys, you all of a sudden hear this like like this kind of like, and then you hear just like a racket coming from the shrubbery.
And I'm like, that sounded like a fucked up face.
yeah, and it is.
I'm like, damn it, like what now?
And yeah, and within a couple seconds, you see Sigfroy like rushing out.
And I'm like, yeah, that is a fucked up face. Oh,
yeah, and I'm like, what did I miss?
Yeah. You wake up from your nap. I'm refreshed, guys. So so what do you relay, Sigfroy? So you guys see Sigfroy kind of like, now are you at a full run? Are you sprinting? Are you
Well, the goal was to try and get back without, like, because he was kind of going. I said I was going to try and do it stealthily, but if you made it apparent that like I could get back without having to be stealthily, then I'd probably just get back as fast as possible.
So it really, you're not 100% certain if you taking it
right.
You're not 100% certain the way you come back, how it's going to impact him. So you have to let me know if you're going to just run back or if you're going to try to go back stealthily.
I would try and get back without raising his attention.
Okay. All right. So you guys end up running across. So you eventually see sort of on the edge of this like kind of like makeshift clearing, which is not very big. Again, if you guys recall, it's basically just sort of like where the three circles basically represent the tree stumps, and that's effectively the clearing. And he sort of appears. So let's just do this. Let's just put everybody kind of where you're all sort of situated. That guy's dead. So we'll say the rest of you guys are sort of around the fire, situated wherever, and so you hear some scrabbling. What the heck happened to you? Oh, you're right here. No, you're right here. So you hear some scrabbling, and then out emerges Sigfroy, and like definitely looking like he's being stealthy. He's trying to be stealthy,
Is that coming out of his tippy toes and?
No, the thing is, he doesn't come rushing out, and he's like he's kind of crouched just to maintain some modicum of cover, and he's walking pretty quietly.
So I turn and I look at him, and I notice that he's doing that, and I kind of put my arms up and kind of shrug like.
And you can still definitely hear a racket happening. The thing is it like it's it sounds like it's a distance away, but it definitely sounds like it sounds like a trapped animal, like an animal caught in like a snare.
So there, and I just kind of, once I get into the clearing, so there's some really fucked up humanoid that is he's not looking so hot, and I don't know if he has his. I'm trying to think of an idiom that would exist in this world.
His wits about him.
Yeah, we'll just go with that. I was gonna go with it. He's a few cards short of a full deck, but that works too.
Yeah, and full card sort of full deck would work as well. There's different cards here. So,
He's a few spell slots short of a mage. I don't know.
yeah. He's got a few pages missing from his spell book.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be a good one.
So what do you guys how do you react to this news?
How long has he been gone?
I mean, 7 or 8 minutes. You've probably like you've probably got this. They've had time to get the skulls arranged. Airless or.
But we haven't had time. To like set up any kind of like basically.
No. You don't have like I'm assuming you have like a blanket on in your pack. Like you haven't been able to like you haven't even had a chance to break out food. You're just you're just kind of getting situated.
All right. Well, it sounds like this guy is, not very happy. So I'm gonna unsheath my sword and get ready for him.
Okay. Jay, what are you doing?
I don't know. Is there a boulder I can backflip onto?
Yeah, there's lots of. There's not boulders, but there's tree stumps.
Okay. I don't know. What's the enemy count in front of us?
Well, there's not. I mean, there's not really. There's definitely something off in the trees that Sigfroy managed to scare up, but what it is, you don't know.
Okay, I explored the trees.
Okay, so you're gonna end up walking towards it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So and then Airlos, so what are you doing?
Well, I was gonna say, I don't think we established how long last rites take.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I'm figuring that you just say a little prayer, I'm figuring that it can become a protracted kind of thing, but I'm also figuring that like you're probably using like a wartime kind of like kind of blessing thing, right? So it's the kind of thing where you could probably just do a little prayer over them, and consecrate that, and throw some.
I thought I needed to like build a church.
Yeah. So you start there. You start with like a little prayer, and then you go and you quarry about 1,500 stones, and then you have them. You build a foundation, and then it is live TikToks. And you build a foundation, and then what you do is you get a bunch of sand and you blow some glass, and then you find ways in which to actually inject some color in there.
I have to color the glass.
And you make some stain. So it's gonna probably take you.
Like
it's gonna probably take you a good 1,500 years, just you by yourself. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which I mean, and you'd be dead after the first 80, but you'd have to pass it on ideally to an elf to continue your work with them, and that way they will be able to continue on the work for much longer than your mere 80 years.
Yes.
All right. So if it's
but to be honest, so the thing is, I mean, you could probably. I mean, I'm assuming you're going to be burying these skulls as well. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'd probably bury them.
Okay. Hey, thank you so much, TikToks. So the skull. I mean, so it's going to take you. I mean, because they're skulls, it's not a lot of digging. But the thing is, like, but you don't really have the tools for a lot of digging anyway. So I'm figuring that you're doing like small depressions and then just covering, and then covering these things with whatever dirt, like you can, like, so it's a pretty, but because there's so many of them, there's 17, 18, it's going to probably take you a few hours,
I don't know. I'm kind of annoyed that Sigfroy went out wandering when I was trying to perform last rites on these skulls.
Because
he did that, now he's interrupting the ceremony, which means I'm either going to have to make a moral decision of letting these people not receive last rites to deal with whatever threats in front of us, or
starting
I
over.
don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Sigfroy's response would be, "The dead can wait, the living are still living."
I didn't say any of that. I'm thinking out loud.
Oh yeah, and this is Sigfroy's mind reading response. AKA,
that's not possible. But so no, okay, hold on.
Knowing that I've got a couple of hours of work ahead of me, I would probably reluctantly put whatever I'm doing down.
And why don't we say this? Yeah. So why don't we say that you've kind of like gingerly laid out all of these skulls, and like.
What do you got against gingers, Mike?
What's that?
What do you got against gingers? Why does he got to do it gingerly?
Because that's how he's doing it. Because he's doing it exactly like a redhead, like you. He's doing it exactly the way you would do it, Matt. So he's doing, I'm assuming you basically like took all the skulls, like you're trying to maybe identify, like you're looking for, like, is there anything that I might be able to identify, like, which there's not, but you're giving each one like its proper respect and regard. And the thing is, and we'll say so you've been doing that over the past 10 minutes or so. That's when Matt walked out, or that's when Sigfroy walked out and did his thing. So Sigfroy walks up, and he's like, "Oh, there's something out there." Craig does his shrug, like, "What are you talking about?" And you notice that Jay or Odd actually just gets up, like Odd kind of rubs his eyes, gets up, and just walks into the forest. Walks deeper into the canyon
with the hiccups.
With the hiccups, what hiccups?
Yeah. No, I have hiccups.
Oh my god.
I do.
You're banned. I'm sorry. We have to kick you out of the group.
So all right, so that's sort of the state of affairs as it stands right now. So I'm gonna pick up with Jay. Jay, so you're moving in. You're moving kind of now. You can definitely hear up ahead. It sounds like you can't. So again, because there's so much foliage, because you're in the canyon, it's difficult for you to really judge distance. But the thing is but you can definitely tell that whatever it is, it's ahead of you and it's making a racket.
All right, I chased the racket.
Okay, so you're kind of all right. So okay, so
sorry, it's hiccups.
No worries.
It's all
okay.
right.
So what do you? So you guys see Jay just disappear? How long? So are you going to follow him? Are you going to sit there and kind of like what's everybody else's reaction as you see Jay kind of disappear from exactly where Sigfroy just came?
Well, I mean, as I see him like coming up to me, I'm okay with it. But once I see him go past me, I would attempt to just kind of grab him, not in a way that would try and restrain him fully, but like in a way where you're preventing a friend from doing something potentially dumb.
Okay. So hold on. So
I would say I let out a very obvious sigh of like disapproval, and I unsheath my sword and I walk in the direction of Sigfroy and Odd.
Okay. So all right. So Jay,
and I take my cue from what Sigfroy does, and I see that he kind of not grab, but just kind of grabs him a little bit, and I start walking over towards him too. I already have my sword out, so. Okay,
real quick. So I think Jay's gonna have to go pretty quickly. He's got to be up at 4 a.m. To actually do some stuff with some German partners. So do you have
The Germans.
what sort of time frame do you have, Jay?
Dude, I can hang out.
Can you do till the half hour? Can you do for 10 minutes? Like what sort of time frame are you
No,
looking at?
I could do till 10 o'clock, and
Okay.
and then just crash out till then. But
Okay.
the fact is like I have to get up early tomorrow.
That makes perfect sense, man. I totally get it.
Oh yeah,
they,
yeah, definitely.
Deal with the UK and the German studios and everything, and so I don't want to be like a bitch, but I'm being a bitch.
You fucking bitch. You totally. Don't even sweat it, dude. So all right, so let's.
How dare you decide to get off at the exact same time we scheduled to end the stream?
All right, so let's put so we don't since we're kind of losing daylight. Let's kind of pick up where we're. So Jay, Sigfroy or Odd, Sigfroy turns and as you're about to enter into the forest, or as you're about to go deeper into the canyon, Sigfroy grabs your arm.
What are you doing? We don't want to go after it. It's already coming towards us. And
I'm like, yeah, what are you afraid of, bitch? Like, come on. Like,
you didn't see this thing's eyes. Trust me, please.
Fair enough.
So all right, so he just says you didn't see this thing's eyes. Does that in any way garner your curiosity at all?
Were they?
Me?
Yeah.
Were they lovely?
Yeah, Jay.
Were they like?
Well, they were actually a great shade of hazel, and really, I just wanted you to be by the firelight when you saw them because it really would make them pop.
This guy has really beautiful eyes. I mean, man, beautiful eyes. Yeah. I mean, like eye model eyes. Real white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say like the light, the heat. Do you feel complete?
But again, all right. So, but yeah, the thing is, but obviously, so I mean, so it is apparent that Sigfroy is a little bit freaked out, and he did just say like you didn't see this thing's eyes. I definitely want you guys to have this conversation. I don't want to be the broker between this conversation.
What, dude? What was up with the eyes?
Well, it was more than just the eyes. It was his entire face. I don't even know what this thing is. All I know is he looks like a human or an elf or something, but his face is
you did mention the eyes, right? So why not? Don't you want to? Yeah.
But his eyes, that was kind of just a setup. His eyes were like this crazy. They were on fire almost, like cold.
Mike, would I know anything about this?
Would you know? Yeah. You guys, all of you. Yeah. You know what? In fact, do any of you have like dungeoneering? Do any of you have sort of like anything that would allow you to understand, like to know things about monsters, creatures, magic,
I was thinking
dead
from,
things.
I was thinking from the knowledge related standpoint. Would I know anything about?
I have dungeoneering.
It's definitely not a religion thing. It's definitely
Okay, cool.
What about Arcana?
Maybe,
Jay has dungeoneering.
Yeah,
Jay said he has dungeoneering.
That too,
sure.
Yeah, I'd go with dungeoneering.
So I mean, you can make checks. The thing is the DC is going to be different for depending on the skill. The DC is going to be different depending on the the skill you're attacking it from. But the thing is if you roll well enough, then you might glean something.
Let's go with Arcana for kicks and giggles. Okay, Jay, go ahead and do your dungeoneering.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm still looking at my. Still looking at my sheet.
I need to use the bathroom real quick, guys. So sit tight.
Okay.
I'll be back in just a second.
How dare you?
I know. I'm a jerk.
I mean, it's like every other day he has to use the restroom. I mean, come on.
I know. It's like it's getting to be a habit with this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I clicked on dungeoneering, but I don't see any bonuses to my intelligence.
Well, what is the dungeoneering at? Like just do it. Just do
It's knowledge dungeoneering. Like,
Yeah. Do you have any bonuses to it?
no.
Oh.
Are you in Roll20? Is that what you said? You clicked on it, or are you clicking on it somewhere else?
No, I have failed at the Roll20 experience.
Okay, so your knowledge skills are all intelligence based. So what's your intelligence modifier?
My intelligence modifier is +2.
Okay, and let me look at knowledge.
What are you doing? Oh, you're looking up how that. What's your dungeoneering skill?
He's got a +2 to intelligence, and if he has a thing in it, that's at least 1. If he's got it trained. I don't know if it's.
But I think what he's saying though is that it's not trained.
Correct.
Oh, okay. Well, if you don't have a thing there, then you don't have it, and you can't do knowledge checks unless you're trained.
Yeah, and he is trained, right?
No, that's what we just said. He's not trained.
Well, no, I clicked the checkbox, but
it's a class skill, right?
No, I don't know if it's a class. That's what I was wondering. If it's a class skill for.
Well, I mean, even if it's even if it's not, if he put a point into it, but I thought. Here, let me now I have to
So
yeah, because it being a class skill means that you just get an extra.
He would get bonuses when he put points in it. He would get bonuses in the points he put in.
You get
it.
a +3 on the first bonus.
Right.
Yeah.
I used the initial point to check the box, and I didn't put any more in.
So it is trained. He does have it. If he's got if he put a point in it, then he does have it. So
if you're on Roll20, you don't check the box to.
Remember, he has not done Roll20. He's.
Well, I don't.
He and Matt are jerks that have not yet actually.
What do you check the box in?
Total jerk.
On whatever character sheet they're using.
Okay. Well, I was going to say in Roll20, checking the box is not training the skill. That's marking it as
a class.
A class skill. I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have to check the box if it's a class skill, and then you also have to change
points into it.
0
Okay, yeah.
to a 1 to say that it's
and is that what is there a point? Okay. So I don't know. So Matt, you're gonna have to be the one that helps us figure out how does the sheets that you guys are using work, because I don't know.
Do you have a number next to your dungeoneering, or is it just a blank line?
It's a blank line.
Then you don't have any skill in it. It is something that you can skill into, but you don't have a skill.
And I'm looking at this right now. Actually, Arcana would be the one that would be best suited for this.
Well,
Dungeoneering might work, but what's that? But yeah, you did fail.
Well, I made a shit roll. So unless I do have it trained, so that would have actually been an 11, but I'm guessing that's still not good enough.
And you know what? Actually, Matt, you might, or not Matt, Airlos, or you might actually have a shot at this, because there is a religious component. So it's going to be a pretty high DC, but go ahead and make a roll. So you got a 15.
15, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So then, all right. So you hear Sigfroy saying like his eyes were were on fire, and that reminds you of something. There is a rite done by, or there's a rite that you've heard of that purports. And it has to do with one of the the sort of the false gods that basically that if you recall it, if you recall it correctly, basically you can take the recently dead and sort of like revivify them. It's like they're sort of like quasi zombies, you know. And the thing is, and their eyes burn, and when the fire goes out, then so does the life in these sort of quasi zombies.
Is it? Oh wait. So, what do you do with that info, Airlister?
I sit on it.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, he's like, oh, that's cool.
I keep it, I keep
like
it
eyes,
to
huh?
myself,
Yeah.
and I totally don't tell anybody about any of it. Yeah, that's
No,
You're like,
I,
oh, it's totally safe. It's totally, yeah. That's yeah. If it's got burning eyes, it means he's good. He's a force for good. But we have to kiss him. We have to kiss him before midnight, or he turns back into a duck.
And meanwhile, William Cuddy is looking at the three of these guys like, what is going on?
Yeah,
you know, because I don't really have any magical anything at all. So, I'm like, what is happening, guys?
So I say like, oh, eyes, huh? That sounds kind of familiar. I think it's some sort of zombie type thing, maybe that they do sometimes.
Well, how would we kill it?
Good question.
No, repeat the thing. Repeat what you remembered about eyes, please.
That's all I remember.
Yeah. So he recounts. He
Yes.
recounts. Okay. Yeah. The thing is but yeah, again, he doesn't, because he didn't get a high enough roll. He doesn't really recount exactly, like, do they operate like regular undead? Do they,
Well, the thing that I was zeroing in on, and now I kind of want to really try, is he said until the fire in the eyes go out, I'm gonna conjure some water around this guy's head.
Well, I was gonna say,
yeah.
Cutting off heads tends to work on most things, like dead and alive.
So you're saying so conjure water? What is it? Are you talking about the cantrip?
Yeah, why not try it? If it's create water, close up to 2 gallons of water a level, instantaneous.
Yeah, the thing is, yeah. So the thing is like, so that's, I mean, you can't, it's entirely possible. The thing is like, sure, you know what? Sure, yeah, I'll say why not? Yeah, let's let's be a yes.
Well, no, it's not a something that I'm sure will work.
No,
but
yeah,
if he tells me
sure.
that it's something that Sigfroy would try.
No, yeah, absolutely, and it's great. Yeah, the thing is, yeah, like let's see if we can extinguish the fire. So, because you're using it like an attack, I'm gonna have to have you make an attack, have you make a dex roll to see if you can actually get it to land where you want it to land. But
would it be a dex roll or a spell casting roll?
It would be you know what? I don't know.
I would argue that it is
we'll say spellcasting. We'll say spellcasting, because the thing is because it really would be like when you do targeted spells, like if you're doing like a something that you have to target that doesn't automatically hit, like a magic missile, then you do have to make a dex roll. But this one we'll do spellcasting. This is a bit more predicated on your ability to actually know how to place your spell where you want to place it. So
is he even in range though? Because like I kind of got a head get. Like
no. You would have to get within range. I mean,
and so that was kind of the thing. We were just kind of talking, and I assume while we're having this conversation, he's still rambling towards us.
Yeah. He's still making a lot of noise.
Hey, can I raise the red flag here?
Sure.
Matt, it's not your prerogative to challenge the DM.
No. He's right. No, and he wasn't challenging. The thing is like we were trying to determine, because this is basically what he's doing is he's using a spell that's more of a cantrip, that is like not actually used in combat. But I could definitely see an argument made for like, yeah, if he can create water, and if he can create water away from himself, why couldn't he create water on somebody's head? And why couldn't he use that as an actual attack? If so, the thing
No, I agree with all that, but I mean, it's just I don't know, the last 2 minutes have been very defiant. Like,
I
and
didn't think so. I thought they were fine.
well, okay.
Shall we arm wrestle it out?
You know what, Jay?
Yeah.
You're being very defiant
Yeah.
about this being very defiant.
Damn. Fuck.
So the thing is, so you're gonna have to move closer. You know, you're gonna have to venture into the.
Right. Well, I
So I
was
did
I
this.
was actually just gonna wait until he kind of found us, and if he didn't find us, then I wanted to see what else the rest of the group was going to do. But that was just kind of my
Okay, all
idea.
right. So yeah, so you've got this idea, you've got this plan, and you've got this
Right.
plan. Now, do you articulate this plan to everybody, or are you just gonna sit? on
Yeah. No, well, no. Once Erloser says he will, the best way to kill it, or it will stay alive as long as the eyes are on fire. My response is, well, why don't I just extinguish the eyes with some water?
Cool.
Is my gut response to that, and see what the rest of the group says.
Oh, can't hear you, Craig.
Oops, sorry, I muted myself.
You jerk.
I say sure, why not? Because I've been standing here ready to fight. So I'm like, sure, let's give it a shot.
Yeah, I'm like,
let's- Squanch this bitch. Yeah. Let's.
Oh yeah,
do it.
okay. So you guys, so as you guys are talking, you still hear the same sounds of the thrashing and the kind of like chaos, you know. And and a minute goes by as you guys are discussing this, and then another couple of minutes go by, and the thrashing continues unabated. You know, it literally sounds again. It sounds like an animal that's actually caught in a snare. You know, it's literally freaking out like but the thing is like
Yeah.
you wait.
Mike, give us your best impression of an animal caught in a stare.
Unfortunately I can't do that with just my voice, alas.
Come on.
I
Like,
can't, here. So here, this. No. So things but it continues and it continues to continue, and it doesn't sound like it's getting any closer, and it doesn't sound like it's getting any further. But it just continues, and so you guys wait 3 or 4 minutes and 5 minutes, and like how long are you gonna wait until like what are you gonna do? But the thing is like it just sounds like it's at the same distance, you know.
So one of us here. I'm gonna go, or Odd. Why don't you try and sneak up and see what the hell's going on? You're the best sneaky guy.
yeah.
That's technical
do
speak.
think I-
That's technical speak for being very stealthy.
I think I have.
it's also kind of racist.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I have a stealth bonus of 10
Exactly.
on
Mhm.
on dexterity. So yeah, I can sneak up.
Okay, you want to go ahead and do that?
Well, I don't know. I need to mull
yeah, I
it
mean,
over.
you could probably use another nap.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
probably. Okay, I mean, yeah, I'll do it, guys. But just give me a couple hours. I'm gonna take a real quick nap.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So I got
22.
12.
Yeah, that's 22. Yeah, so all right, so okay, so you do venture and you sneak up. The thing is, it's like how close are you gonna get?
Well, you
I don't
should.
know, how close did I get with that roll? Do I need to get closer? That's the question.
I mean, okay. So let me do it like this. So as you're approaching, right? So as you're moving through this, and again, it's pretty dense. It's pretty dense foliage. Now you have infravision, so you can actually negotiate pretty comfortably. But the thing is like as you make your way deeper into there, the thing is eventually, like as you're kind of moving in, you're getting a little bit of natural light, and you're also because you're a gnome, you can actually see in the dark pretty well. And like, but the thing is that like, eventually you lose all the natural light, but you're still able to kind of like sort of make heads or tails things. But you eventually see this figure that looks like it is thrashing around like it's basically is covered in bees. It's thrashing like literally like it's being just stung by a bunch of bees. And you can see that at maybe 15, 20 feet.
Well,
do you get closer? It's not getting closer to you. It's not getting closer to you. It's just thrashing around.
Is it humanoid?
It is humanoid. It is humanoid.
Yeah, I tried to make it. I should have told you that. I believe I did. Or Sigroy would have mentioned that.
You didn't though. You didn't though. But that's okay.
Yeah, no, I'll creep in. Yeah, let's see what's going on.
So you get a little bit closer. Like, so let's say you're 20 feet out. Do you go 15 feet, 10 feet, 5 feet? What are you gonna do?
10 feet.
Okay, so you're gonna have the distance. So as you get closer, you can actually see its eyes. The thing is its eyes are pretty remarkable because it looks like there's little coals. Like it looks like there's like if you had an actual ember, and you were to like put it in so it's not exceptionally vibrant, but it's definitely like the thing is in a place that's pretty much like pitch black, it's pretty pronounced, but the thing is that you can definitely tell it looks like this thing has somehow managed to just get itself entangled in it's like trying to run through like a gigantic bush and just getting so deep into it that you're like, fuck, I can't get out. That definitely looks like what it's done. It looks like it's just pushed itself so deep into this foliage that it's not able to move forward or backwards, and it's just thrashing.
Okay, I immediately run around and go back to the group and yell at them.
Real quick, let me give you a little bit more because you can definitely see. The thing is, it definitely looks like its face is covered in moss, maybe fabric. You can't really tell, but the thing is, it definitely looks like you notice bone. It definitely looks like when you look at its face, it looks like. It looks like you can see like bone on its upper lip, and you can see bone above its eye. The thing is, it definitely looks like but it looks fucked up. It's really difficult to really distinguish 100%.
Yeah, I've seen.
Felipe, how you doing?
I've seen some of them out at the bars. So,
yes, yeah. So, all right, so you return to everybody, yes?
Yeah, no, I come screaming back, and I'm like, there's some fucking crazy beast. I have no fucking clue what's going on. It's all covered by kudzu. Like, help me out. Like,
well, how far is it? Is it close behind you? How far away is it?
What, 15 meters?
No,
maybe?
it's probably about 40 yards.
Okay.
Yeah, that's about 15 meters.
No.
It's about 40 yards.
No, 40 yards and 40 yards is kind of close to 40 meters. It's not 100% exact, but it's pretty close.
Yeah, all right, 40 yards. All right. Yeah, I don't know, 40 yards back that way. There's a fucking crazy fucking and it's combined with fucking shrubbery and everything is madness. Like, I need your help. There's no way I can confront this thing on my own.
15 meters, you say?
No, I said 40 yards.
Oh, I thought I heard 15 meters.
God damn it! All right.
Odd comes
So
running out and is just completely panicked.
Yeah, no, I'm completely distressed. I mean, that was some shit that I just saw, right?
I mean, I kind of told you exactly what it was, so just saying.
Well, it doesn't help the fact facing it, I hope you react, so stoic when you face it, you bitch.
I already
No.
I already, point of order, I already did face it.
So yeah. So what? So all right. So what? Yeah, so all right. So what are you guys doing? Like, can I get some?
Yeah,
sort of, like,
no,
this?
right,
you have to- all
right
so
now,
again, you have to put yourself in the situation, right?
I'm giving Waffle the double barrels
Okay.
right now.
All right. Okay. Yes.
That's
yes,
what
yes,
I'm doing
yes.
right now.
I'm aware that you're panicked and you're definitely
Man.
and that makes perfect sense. So
He's doing a double front flip.
yeah.
Wow.
But what are the rest of you guys doing? The thing is like so again. So now you sent out your rogue to go basically check this thing out, and he comes running back like, oh my god, this fucking thing is nuts.
So was it odd? Was it coming this way?
I don't know, Mike. Was it coming this way, or like it just seems to be masturbating in the forest?
So just say that. No, say that.
Yeah, no. I mean, it just seems to be writhing and just enjoying itself. Where it was.
I mean, do you think we should go attack it, or should we wait for it to come to us, or what do you
Well,
think?
it's not moving.
I love
if
the
it's not-
interpretations of my very specific explanations. This is awesome. Yeah.
If it's not moving, then why don't we go and see what it is? Get a closer look. If it doesn't appear to be a threat to us at the moment.
All right, you know what?
Hold on.
You know what?
Like,
Enough pussyfooting around. Like I put my sword away, and I start walking towards it. Just no stealth, nothing.
Okay, so
start walking at it.
Now, do you say so I see this as like you're watching the chaos, you're watching the conversation, and you're like, what, fuck this, yeah. So the thing is like, so now do you say anything, or do you just you're like, fuck it, you sheath your weapon and you start walking towards it?
I say, I sheathe my weapon and I say, let's find out what it wants.
Okay.
So,
And just start walking.
I was gonna say William Cuddy does this. I let out an even bigger sigh than I let out before. I look back at the skulls, and then I follow him in the woods with my shoulders kind of down a little bit. And
Okay. Okay. So you guys now, the two of you guys go maybe 30 feet, and then you are fucking out of light. You can't see shit.
And I say, well, shit.
And I look at William Cuddy.
You can definitely
great
hear.
plan, man.
You can definitely.
Now, wait a minute. No, wait. No,
you can definitely hear thrashing up ahead, though. You can definitely hear thrashing up ahead. Pretty far up ahead. But yeah.
Now, do I move my eye patch to my other eye because it's night adapted and all that?
Yeah. Oh yeah, your night adapted eye can see perfectly. Yeah, no, that's.
I moved my eye patch too. I've been wearing.
All
my
right, well there you guys go. Perfect, excellent maneuver. Well played.
I
gentlemen.
didn't tell you about my eye patch, did I?
I take my eye patch off and I hand it to William Cuddy and put it over his other eye.
And I go, well, shit.
Yeah.
Since I've already, since I've already decided to take this bold and decisive move, I just keep going towards the thrashing.
Oh, really? Really?
Sure.
So you can't see shit.
Yep.
But you're gonna. Okay, hold on. So
wait,
because...
hold on. Aren't I like a fucking glow gnome or something like that? Like,
wait,
like maybe he can yell back to me and
you're
be
not.
like,
You're
hey.
not. Yeah, no, you're not. You're not a glow. I mean, you can definitely see in the dark up to 60 feet, as can. Well, I mean, not in a complete pitch black, but it's not. I mean, there's enough. There's enough light for someone with infravision to be able to make a.
When he says, well, shit, I just ask what.
Okay, well, and that's yeah. All right, so I mean, all right, hold on, because we're dealing with distances now. So you're probably 30 feet into the forest. So the thing is like so.
Well,
So if he goes and again there's thick foliage. So if he goes well shit. If he screams, well, fucking this is bullshit, like then there's a good chance you'll hear it. But like, the thing is that like, you know,
it was more of a just a, you know, kind of to myself like a well shit.
Yeah. That's what I figured.
so hold on. I dropped my shoulders even lower, and now my sword is dragging on the ground.
Okay.
And I walk back to the camp.
So if we're saying I didn't leave the camp, then I just look at Airloser and say, why? What's up?
No, hold on, guys. Can we please? So both Odd and Sigfroy, you both know that humans can't see in the dark, right? You both know.
Okay.
You both know that you could see that the only reason why you were able to negotiate as deeply as you could into that forest was because you had the ability to see in the dark. You've known these guys long enough, so when Airloser returns with his sword dragging on the ground, you probably can figure out. You're both bright guys. Both of you can probably figure out that. Oh yeah, fuck, they forgot torches.
Oh, I know.
Sure.
I just want him to admit it.
And
Yeah, no, I'm not that trite. I just hop up on Airloser's shoulder, and you know, and I sit there and I'm like, I'll be your eyes, you know.
And as he does that, I just walk over, touch his sword, and cast light.
Okay,
and
perfect.
make it a torch.
Cool.
Well, I was gonna go grab a torch from the cairn that's burning.
There's no.
But this is more badass.
But he does. He casts light on you. Now your light. Now your sword is now lit.
So then I'm like, I knew you were one of the good ones.
Yeah, well, I'm sitting on your shoulder.
So okay,
I'm not talking about you. You're
so
not
yeah, no. So hold on. So odd.
Oh, burn.
I thought you were joking. So are you actually walking over and trying to leap onto Airlosa's shoulders?
Yeah.
You're like
Okay.
half my size. Like,
Yeah. The thing is that you can't leap. You can scramble. You can scramble
like,
up him onto his shoulders. The thing
Well,
is, like,
that's what it meant. I want to get up. And
So,
I wanna sit on your
hold on.
shoulder.
So he's like humping me. He's like molesting me, trying to climb on my back. And get up on my
no, hold on. So real quick, and so Craig, are you still sitting out in the dark?
Yeah, because so I haven't progressed any further toward the thrashing, but I am
You're staying there
because
in the dark.
Because I made such a bold and decisive move.
Yeah.
Because I was tired of hearing all this other stuff. I'm like, you know what? Yep.
I love it. No, that's perfect. I love it. Sorry. So
what do they call that when you can't admit you made a mistake, so you keep making more mistakes to cover the fact that you made a mistake? There's a term for that.
I think it's called insanity. I think that's the.
Yeah.
Actually, these days, I think it's called obstruction of justice. Oh, wait, that's a different topic.
No. You just need to get swifty.
Yeah.
The sunk cost fallacy. That's what it's called. The sunk cost.
Yes.
You have already sunk cost into a bad decision, so you're gonna sunk more.
You're gonna write it out.
You're gonna sunk more costs into that bad decision. Just to make sure you don't. Yeah.
So William Cuddy is still sitting out there in the pitch black while this engagement is happening between you guys. So Airloser, so while you are you walk out, you've got your sword kind of dragging behind you. Sigfroy sees you and just like kind of chuckles and walks up to you. Now, before he gets to you, you are now
I'm being accosted.
Yeah. It's trying to scale onto your shoulders. Are you cool with that? Do you let that happen?
No.
Okay. So,
Why would I?
So what do you do?
I kick him in the groin. I don't know. Like I
think he's coming. I think he's coming at you from behind, right? So
you would slough me off, like, you know.
Yeah,
if
I would try to resist his.
Okay, yeah. You're like, hey, dude, get off me, yeah. All right. Okay. So then, yeah. So
I'm like,
so,
I don't roll that way.
Yeah. So it's obvious. It's obvious, Jay, that he doesn't want you on his back.
Yeah, all right. Then I run over to the other guy and I climb up his back. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Hold on. So. So. All right, so Sigfroy walks up to Airloser, touches his sword, casts a light spell on it, so now you can see. So while this is occurring, Odd rushes off into the dark. All right, so William Cuddy, you're kind of no. All right, hold on, Odd. So how are you getting there? Are you just kind of rushing willy nilly?
What, me?
Yeah. Are you rushing willy nilly up to William Cuddy?
I hope he's not Russian. Hope he's American.
No, I'm like, hey, dude, I can help you out, and I'm coming up your back, bro. And,
you say hey, so you address him when you see him, you address him, and you're like, hey man, I can help you out. Like I'm calling you back.
It's
William Cuddy, how do you respond to that?
It's like
now. Do I know that he's going to try to scale my back?
He just walked up to you and was like, hey man, I can help you out, and I'm gonna climb up your back.
Okay, sure.
All right, great.
all right,
We got our 2-part person. Great, this is awesome.
I rolled acrobatics.
No, you don't. Yeah, you don't. No, that's fine. If you're willing to let it happen, that's totally fine. All right. So the thing is
and then I say, I am Groot.
Yeah.
I am Groot.
I am Groot. So
I am Groot.
You should say we are Groot.
So you guys. So I'm gonna give you guys. I'm gonna give the aggregated William Cuddy and Odd. Elerith, I think is no, not House. It's Malrath. I'm going to give you two the first opportunity if you want to march, deeper into the foliage.
I think we should call him Oddly Cuddy.
Oddly, yeah, Oddly Cuddy.
Or just oddly cut.
Oddly cut. Oh,
all right.
That sounds like a terrible
let's
bris. That sounds like a very terrible bris.
Sounds bloody.
The thing is I'm along for the ride, so it's your show, buddy. I'm
all
here to be your eyes. I'm here to help.
So you're
navigate.
you're marching forward. You're marching forward. Is that correct, William Cuddy?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Moving forward.
Go ahead and make a dex roll. Yeah.
Oh, and I figured something out. I opened up Roll20 in an incognito window, and that seemed to help a lot.
Awesome.
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 I must have too many extensions or something.
Yeah,
Might be
crazy.
it's probably a cache setting that's screwing something up.
Yeah.
All right, so you rolled a 12, which was a 15. Okay, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So all right, so you make the first. All right, so now what is Airloser and Sigfroy doing?
Probably trying to catch up.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I wouldn't think we'd be far behind Odd. I don't think how long it would take Sigfroy to cast.
No,
that.
yeah, no, yeah. So you're not. The thing is like I just but
Look, I ran like a bat out of hell, and I caught up with that bitch.
Okay,
after you rejected me, and so
bat out of hell definitely is going to give you a couple rounds with no light and just fumbling.
He ran like a Meatloaf album.
Yeah. And I was like, fuck this meatloaf. I got a better meatloaf that I can hop on. And I hopped up on him.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So you what you did and so you guys are making your way deep into so you guys are the first ones to stumble upon. So you definitely so William Cuddy can't see jack shit. You can't see anything. But Odd, you on his shoulders can see that there is the creature that definitely looks like it's still imagine if you were to like you know when you run across like hedge mazes, right? Like just try pushing your way through a hedge maze. Like if it's like 3 or 4 feet and you push your way in 2 feet and you get stuck, that's sort of what you're dealing with, you know. So things like so you can definitely tell us.
No, you're talking about that Terminator hedge sequence with The Simpsons, where Homer like comes out of the hedges.
Yeah, he
and
disappears
then,
back in.
and then he disappears back in. Exactly.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. That's basically everything I've done thus far can be linked to a Simpsons episode in some form or another. So,
I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Just have a comprehensive understanding of The Simpsons, and this story is basically yours. Yeah, this is my audition to get on Ali Gertz's show. So what do you guys see? Yeah, so things are so again, so you can definitely make out the figure. You can definitely see his eyes. You definitely it's definitely not. It's if it was human at one point in time, it's no longer. But it's definitely also not going anywhere.
Right.
Not without assistance.
So I can see, he can't, and I'm like, all right, dude, it's right in front of you. Get your sword ready. There's going to be combat here. He is 10 meters in front of us, or 10 yards.
No. We'll say like 15 feet.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Okay.
So,
15 feet.
Yeah.
In front of us.
All right. Yep. I pull my sword out.
So you pull out your sword. Okay. All right. So yeah. So okay. All right. So I'm gonna give them one round. I'm gonna give them one round of action before the light shows up from Airlos's sword. So what are you guys gonna do?
All right. Well, so let me see. I'm
gonna backflip onto a boulder.
There are no boulders, but there are branches. There's lots of branches. There's lots of trees. It's a pretty tight fit. It's tough, but you're a pretty small person, so backflipping is still possible.
No, I was joking. No, I'm sticking with my buddy. I mean, we're a combo.
You're Master Blaster.
Yeah.
So I guess. So I can't see anything. So if I were to try an attack, it would be a blind attack, right?
Yes.
Like I can't.
That's exactly right. You can't see shit right now.
Can I continue to try to move forward until
make a dex roll?
Okay. Let's see. 15.
All right. Yeah. You move forward without stumbling. Like you definitely kind of get caught, your feet get caught and what have you, but you make it, you make it work.
Okay. So I say to Odd, like, any change? Like, is he facing us? Did he hear us? Is he facing away from us? Anything like that?
Mike.
Okay. So yeah. So you guys, so as you move closer, you get let's say about 5 feet away, and he stops moving, and he just looks directly at you, Odd. Like he looks right up and makes eye contact with you, and he just stops moving, and and so you just have these two coals just kind of like burning themselves into your eyeballs.
Now I have a question.
Right.
Mike. Like, if we're that close, wouldn't I be able to see the?
Yes, you can definitely see him. You can definitely see the
Okay.
eyeballs. Yes, you can.
Yeah, and when his eyes lock with mine, I yell out, he's 5 feet away. He's 5 feet away. Swing your fucking sword, Well,
the thing is, all right. So William Cuddy, you can definitely make out the eyes. You definitely can tell that there's some sort of obstruction between you and those eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can when you're, standing in it, like when there's when there's something close to you, you can just tell that when there's objects near you. You know, like you definitely
Right.
it definitely feels claustrophobic. Right where you're at, it feels very claustrophobic.
Okay.
You can definitely smell. You can smell the foliage. You can smell the trees. You can like it's it is roll 20, 9 and 12. But we're not. So again, real quick, I just want to clarify. Right now, the stuff that you see on the screen that was the last battle. Right now, we're kind of off. We're off the map as we're continuing the story. So go ahead. What are you gonna do?
Well, so originally I'd wanted to try to talk to it, but now that Odd's on my back, like kind of egging me on, I have my sword out and I kind of do a flourish and then try to kind of stab at the eyes.
Oh, so you're gonna stab at its eyes. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to stab at it.
Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Okay. All right. So this is the first time I've done the short sword. So we'll see how this goes.
You want to roll a 20-sided die.
Oh wait, so he's using the short sword.
Yes, but you want to roll a 20-sided die to see if you hit, and then you roll damage. You don't start with damage.
No, it's not. It's the attack. Like
yes, you need to roll.
box.
You need to roll a 1d20 to see if you hit.
Oh, okay.
Hey Jay, you said you needed to bounce out around 10, which is we're bumping up
in 3
against that. Is that still the
minutes.
case?
Yeah. No, we're on it.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
No worries. I mean, the thing is, I just have to get up at 4 a.m. Tomorrow.
So we can
So-
go
go
till 3, right?
Yeah. Fuck you guys.
I was thinking 3:59.
Yeah. So all right. So no, and this is just about to end.
Okay.
So all right. So William Cuddy does. So you do hit it.
Yes.
Yeah,
And-
you rolled a 13 plus 7, I believe.
Yeah. And
Yeah. So it's a 20. Yep.
and
So damage is. Do you want me to roll damage or?
Roll 1d6. Roll 1d6.
Yep. So 1d6.
That is Dark Redeemer. It is 9 of 12. All right.
Oh,
So you don't do a lot of damage, but you do enough damage that this thing kind of recoils, and in the recoiling, it frees itself. It frees itself from the from its impediment, like because it was trying to push forward. It's got a pretty clear passage backwards, and so it kind of falls backwards, and it makes this like this kind of like guttural like sound, and then you guys notice in like just beyond it, you just see bling 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 bling, all these other eyes open up.
Oh no.
And we'll stop it there. Yeah. And that will be the cliffhanger upon which we end.
Good job, guys.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah.
Good job. Like I have a whole bunch of skulls. Still need to be buried.
They're never going to get buried properly.
All those
buried.
people, their souls are now going to be restless. They're going to haunt this forest for centuries because I didn't get to do last rites.
What are you talking
There
about?
you go. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Just put a
well-
cap-
We gave him the last rites with the fist in the face. I mean,
The sword in the
Yeah.
ball. Sword
Yeah.
in the eye.
yeah.
God
That's
bless
the way
you.
I see it.
And God bless you. And God bless you.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. This is God and this is bless.
Yeah. Thunder and lightning, yeah.
Sodom and Gomorrah.
So
Cain and Abel, yeah.
yeah. Tom and Jerry.
Yeah, Tom Jerry.
Tom
Sugar,
and Jerry.
sugar and spice.
Gefilte fish and chocolate.
What? Gefilte fish?
Yeah, peanut butter and chocolate.
Yeah, peanut butter and jelly. No.
Peanut butter and jelly. Peanut butter and chocolate. Peanut butter and jelly. Peanut butter and chocolate.
They go together like mayonnaise and oysters.
That's a, oh god. Like,
That sounds so disgusting.
it really,
Oh my
really
God.
does. That's quite possibly the most horrible food combination that's ever entered my mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, anecdote. I cannot stand either mayonnaise or oysters, and the reason why is because
Someone combined them both.
we used to play those stupid games as kids where you just pick two things out of the cupboard and force your friend to eat it.
No.
It's like one of those dare things where you keep
no.
upping it and upping it. And I ate a can of oysters, like raw oysters out of the can, covered in mayonnaise. And I cannot stand either one now.
Oh my god.
Oh.
That sounds like a nightmare, man. That sounds like a
I,
fucking nightmare.
I, you know,
My
that-
sisters would eat the shit out of mayonnaise and oysters. They would fucking.
You know,
they would-
honestly, that explains everything. So
Yes.
I feel for you, and oh man,
Now you understand me.
yeah.
It's
It's like I was part of the crowd that would say, "Oh, I bet you won't eat this crazy concoction for $5."
yeah, man.
And then the other, and the other kid would like eat it, and I would feel horrible afterwards.
I actually
you know.
I actually did that. I'm such an asshole. This is the old me, but I was at an IHOP, and there was a friend of ours there was about 15 of us there. It was like 3 a.m, and I was like, I will pay anybody $5 if they just down this whole thing. And it was a thing of syrup and it was full. And so I'm like, if any one of you will down this whole thing, I'll pay you $5. But you got to keep it down.
It tastes good, but that's so much.
No.
syrup.
No, that it is instant. Like the whole Super Troopers. There's no way in hell it will fucking, because it's just so much sugar. It will. So things like so.
No. Apparently, there was an AMA, and they actually did.
There's
do syrup.
But anyway, it's so much sugar. It's so much so it was crazy. So it was like 3 a.m. It was a packed IHOP, and he starts pouring into his mouth. My buddy James, and everybody starts and so the whole place is talking and people are doing stuff, and eventually people notice what he's doing, and eventually the whole IHOP starts going chug, 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 as he's getting this whole fucking thing of syrup down, and he finishes, and they're like, "Oh, Mike, you owe him $5," and I'm like, "No, hold on, guys, hold on."
Yeah,
Gotta
just
keep it
wait a
down.
sec.
He's got to keep
Yeah.
it down. Let's just wait a little while, And so for like the first 2 or 3 minutes, he's like, I think I got it, guys. And then he just goes, oh, I have to go use the bathroom. So not only did he puke, and not only did I not pay him, which I'm a total asshole. I should have at least given him the fucking $5 or $20, but I didn't pay him. But
Yeah.
I also took a camera while he was in the bathroom and just took photos of him just like evacuating the contents of his
Oh,
stomach.
nice.
Not even in the toilet, like everywhere, because he couldn't. I think it was violent, very violent. Anyway, so yeah.
Oh
So, yeah.
my God!
Well,
So I was
Mike,
a dick. I'm an asshole.
was it
I'm totally
was it
willing
a
to concede.
disposable camera? Did you have that film developed?
No, it was actually
Oh, man.
what was it? I don't even remember. It wasn't disposable.
What is it?
It
I'm
wasn't-
an asshole.
It wasn't a cell
No.
phone because it was in like 1998 or 99. It was like there weren't like cell phones with cameras, but it was somebody's camera. Somebody had a camera, and I was taking photos. But yeah.
I did something similar in high school. Again, it's another stupid bet thing. I downed an entire. It's like a pickle jar sized jar of jalapenos,
Oh Jesus!
and I
Oh,
wasn't allowed to have any bread or any milk.
Oh
Oh
my God!
God.
To wash it down.
Oh,
Did you?
And-
did you
And I
just?
ate it, I ate the whole thing. I didn't throw up. I didn't do anything. But ever since then, and I won that bet. But ever since then, I cannot stand jalapenos.
Mhm.
Like I cannot.
Okay, all right, hold on. So what you're telling me is that in order for us to basically to unsell you on a food group of any type, we just need to figure out some ridiculous challenge that involves that food type, and you do it, and then you never want to eat it ever again. Because
Yep,
that
pretty
seems
much.
to be that seems to be the
Yep.
So
I
it's
can't.
like
I can't eat
All
summer
right.
sausage for the same reason because I ate a whole bunch of summer sausage
You know,
one time.
I nominate chili dogs. Like,
I
don't know
I
if
also like this. This is a consistent thing. Like I in elementary school, I was dared to eat hush puppies with sherbet, and I can't stand hush puppies or sherbet anymore.
Ugh.
Like
no, hold on.
if you
What-
give
what-
me a dare and I do it and I hate it, I will never eat those foods again.
What foods do you eat? I think what we should do is instead reverse this whole thing. Like rather than identifying the foods you don't eat, what foods do you eat? Is it like pizza?
What do I not want to tell you so that
He-
Yeah,
he-
yeah,
he-
yeah.
he-
Damn it,
yeah.
eat it and
Damn
I
it!
don't eat it
I was figuring the first foods you were gonna mention were gonna be foods you liked, and I was like, all right, we got a challenge.
So I love to eat what's that smelly fruit from the Philippines that
Oh
like
yeah,
smells-
Oh.
yeah.
Dar-
I love to eat
Dur-
that.
durian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Durian. Yeah.
I love to eat that.
Yeah. I love lamb testicles or ram testicles.
I love in Africa they have this they like will take the blood from a fresh kill and they'll curdle it. It'll
Good.
get all
Yeah.
like stringy and like proteiny, and I love to eat that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, good,
No,
good. Well-
and haggis and
Oh yeah, I love
Yeah.
haggis.
Who doesn't
Yeah.
who doesn't love a good haggis?
Ugh.
blood sausage.
Blood
like-
puddings, every
Yeah.
every manner of blood pudding. Yeah. Great. Well, good. Well, well, man, I've got a challenge for you when next we hang out.
Great.
All right. Well, so that's
'Cause
gonna
we're gonna throw down and we're gonna make you eat a turkey sandwich.
be. Yeah. Oh yeah. Suck it.
Uh-oh.
We're gonna have you. We're gonna have you. You're gonna have you. We're gonna have
It's
you
the
eat.
worst thing you've ever seen.
We're gonna have you eat. We're gonna have you
Da-
eat
da.
10 turkey sandwiches with mustard. Yeah. On white bread. On various mixes of breads.
I mean, the only thing worse than that would be like a nice plate of fried shrimp.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're not making me eat that.
All right. Well, all right. So we're gonna call the stream here, guys. So because I've been streaming now for about 8.5 hours today. Oh no, only about 8 hours. But yeah, thank you. So thank you, audience, for participating. So normally I don't raid. Like I raid on the first stream, but by this point in time on my second stream, I'm like, but if you know what, actually, if anybody can, I mean, if you guys want to keep watching some D&D stuff, I mean, the great thing about D&D streams is there's usually a pretty interesting story, and if they're a good group of people, it can be fun. But the thing is that like, I'm burnt and I need to eat. I didn't eat. I took a nap rather than eating between the streams, so I'm gonna.
I took a nap during the session.
You did.
Yeah,
I did.
like-
You did. Yeah. In fact,
I
you're
kind of noticed that.
You're
I kinda
still
noticed that.
napping, which is the crazy thing. Like you're literally on autopilot right now. No, but yeah. So I think we're gonna go and thank you guys so much and we do this every. Whoa, where'd Craig go? Craig,
What?
Motherfucker.
He doesn't love us anymore.
that's
That
no. I'm fucking
motherfucker.
calling that guy back. That's bullshit. I can't.
No, not fair.
Oh, there we go.
We can't.
We calling
can't.
him back. Wait, did I?
Kicked out of the group. We're kicking him out of the group.
Yeah,
Oh, there he is.
I
There you
mean,
go. Hey, you're
All
back.
right, now
All right.
we're now taking
All right.
auditions for the position of William Cuddy, since Craig is now kicked
Yeah,
from the group.
if anybody in the
Okay.
chat is there, if you want to take on the role of William Cuddy, yeah, I know. All right, 9 to 12.
I hate you guys.
I will take a look. I will take a look. I'm not going to take a look until tomorrow because I'm pretty wiped out. This has been a long day, and I definitely need to eat some food. But Yeah. We definitely need to introduce the Boglin. The Boglin should definitely play a role in this game. So we're gonna have to figure out. Oh heck yeah! You know we certainly do. We certainly do. 9 and 12. Like that was. Unfortunately, I just didn't know of anybody that any like girls that were interested in gaming with us that were available on a Wednesday night. But it would be awesome if we could introduce a female or two into this group. But
thumbs up to that. Like I would love for female perspective on everything. I mean.
On everything, because that can be arranged.
No.
That can be arranged with a little snip, man. You know.
Oh, yeah.
And then that will give you a
I
female perspective on everything.
No, I mean on everything we encounter. I mean it's fun to have a female around, and
it is.
The fact that we're all guys, it's it is what it is, and it gets dirty and whatever, and we're guys, and
fucking
let me just take my foot out of my mouth right now, because apparently it's
Go to bed, Jay.
Yeah.
Maybe with the girl in the group, it would take us 10 minutes to start talking about sex.
Oh
instead of 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably not. I bet you we get there a lot faster.
Yeah. Probably.
But all right. So chat, thank you guys for being here. I hope you guys had a good time. I had an awesome time. Thank you to my players, and we will do this again next week, Wednesday, same time, and hopefully Skype won't completely change on me again. Probably not. It's probably going to be a completely another shitty fucking Skype experience that I'll have to like reinstall everything, and my Hotmail account's right now.
Same bat time. Same bat channel.
Yes. All right, guys. I love you all, and you guys stick around. Chat. I will see you all tomorrow. So I'm streaming. So tomorrow, I'm streaming music between noon Central Time and 4 p.m. Central again. And then on Friday, there's an evening stream. My buddy Boone Graham will be joining me. And we'll be playing all day Sunday all day Friday, and then on Sunday I'm launching a brand new stream called Cars at Night, and it's basically I'm bringing in a lot of my friends that worked in film and TV, a lot of my comic book friends, a lot of my musician friends, and we're just talking about the creative process and talking about sort of like starting from the idea all the way to the finished product, and then what you do with that finished product, how do you get it to market. So it should be a pretty fun stream. So anyway, I love you guys. I'll see y'all soon. And we're gonna take off now. So Abiento, say
Thanks
goodbye,
for
everybody.
watching.
Bye.
Thanks.